Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first Dark Rifts Tournament 3v3 Rocket League Tourney. It's a great day to go ahead and watch some Rocket League. I am super excited to be here. My name is Calzo, and I'll be your caster for the day. Joining me today on the casting desk is Flater. Flater, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing very good. I am very excited. The first tournament for Darkrift, organized by our very own owners, Trigger and Macabre. They worked very hard on this, and this is going to be exciting.
Tell me about it. I am excited to be here. This is going to be the first time I get the opportunity to watch and host and cast a Rocket League tournament. I cannot wait for this to begin. I did get to know that we have a total of about 15 teams that have registered, which means we're going to see a lot of plays, a lot of action, and a lot of skill.
So it is a 120. So there is a 120, $120 prize pool. So a lot of money on the line. A lot of players would be working for that money. Nobody's going to be trolling. Everybody loves money, right? And everybody is going to be trying to show up. Everybody's going to be trying to one up the other person in terms of skills, mechanics, outplays, and etc.
Absolutely. So we've got the creme de la creme. I mean, most of the players that are playing in this tournament, they've got really, really high ranks. So we can expect a lot of great plays coming out of this. I cannot wait for this to begin. All we're waiting on right now is, the player list, and at the same time, we're going to also have a bit of a snapshot of what the schedule is going to look like. 15 teams going to be battling it out in the start of a best of three. Moving on, it's going to be another best of three, and towards the final, the closer we reach, it's going to be a best of five. So a lot of games played, a lot of gameplay for us to watch, and I cannot wait for this day to start, man.
Yeah. So if Rohan, you want to show us the brackets? I'm sure the viewers would love to see the brackets today. We have a lot of teams. The creme de la creme being the Among Us Esports players being Sig, LCT, the KBM god of Asia, and Croato. We have our very own Darkrifts roster: Bolleries, Puffy, and Tank. Some of the best players in the scene. We have Jarrell playing from Cringe Lord. We have Danny, Joy. We have a lot of Indian players as well, being Vishal, Mordog, Sunny. We have Rising Phoenix, and a lot of other teams. Everyone showing up for this wonderful tournament. So, Calzon, tell us a little bit about yourself. This is your first time on Darkrift. You have
Oh,
not,
absolutely.
you've not
Absolutely.
casted
Well,
any tournaments before, right?
oh yeah, this is gonna be my first time actually casting a Rocket League tournament. It is a
Right.
pleasure to be here. Doctor, thank you for giving me the opportunity. And what I really want to see is when I play Rocket League, at least I don't get to see the best of the best play. So this is going to be an awesome experience for me to get the best kind of gameplay. Those stunning visuals, those flights that I want to see, those kind of dribbles. I'm just waiting for it to begin. I am so excited to be here.
Oh, you will get to see every one of those things. So, you are relatively new to the game. Is that what you mean?
Well, you can say I am relatively new to the game, but at the same time, I am an experienced Rocket League player as well. Let's just say I like to dabble in the top of the top levels, and at the same time, you see people playing in at the low levels also do kind of they do kind of stun you when they play.
I still can't make out. Are you good at the game? Are you mediocre, or are you new to the game? I can't tell. What's
Well,
going on?
well, I guess as they say, put on a poker face, and only time will tell.
Oh my god. You're not playing in the tournament, are you? Are you gonna be casting as well as playing?
Well, there is an option here. I mean, there are going to be times when the camera is not going to be on us casters, which gives us the opportunity to, play on the back lines, so as to say.
That is true. So this is gonna be a double elimination tournament. There is a losers bracket. So if you do get eliminated in one of the first few games of the series, then you still have a chance to show up in the finals.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Don't give up until it's over. It's absolutely going to be amazing. We just can't wait for the teams to get in. We're just waiting for all the teams to assemble so we can get the games on. And once that's done, it's going to be game on.
Definitely. So, Calzon, I have received information that we have received the IDs and passwords for the lobby. We should be joining that as of right now.
All right. Let's go ahead and jump in.
So, the first series is gonna be Exodus versus NSGB. You want to talk about the players, Cals?
Oh, absolutely. Let me just go ahead and pull this up here. So it's going to be a 3v3 tournament. There are going to be 3 players representing each sides. Now for Team Exodus, we've got Jammerch, we've got Logic, and Euro_RL. For Team NSGB, we've got Viper Senpai, we've got Hexa, and we've got Lipman. They also do have a substitute xdark_, who will be subbing in case their team needs them, which is pretty cool in my opinion. You know, you can bring a lot of difference when you add a substitute or a fourth person to the game.
Definitely. So, uh, I am having trouble joining in. Am I sure I have the right password? Hmm. Are you in the game, Kels?
Oh, I'll be jumping in, just finding out the game here.
Ron, could you confirm the ID pass? Oh, okay. I was looking at the other one. My bad. We should be jumping in anytime soon now. All right. We are in. Kels, you here?
I am being there. We'll be there in a moment.
All right, so let's talk about these players' ranks. We have Exodus. From Exodus, we have Jamerk, Logic, and Yuru_RL. All of these players, GC1s at an average. And as for NSGB, we have Viper Senpai, Hexa, and Litman, who also have an average of a GC rank. Two of the players there are C3, so this is going to be a pretty close game, judging by the people's ranks. But then again, if you have been scrimming, if you have been practicing, team play does help in outsmarting even higher ranked opponents,
Oh,
especially in a game like
absolutely.
Carball.
Oh, absolutely. I completely agree. I mean, I've seen games where the top of the top players playing have the highest ranks, but when it comes down to synergy, it's not really easy for them to master it all together.
Definitely. So the kickoff has begun. We have Viper trying to get an early play. Hexa has a bracket washed. Already has an excuse. See, I have the washed tag, so don't expect much from me.
Well, I just love to see how they're already bringing so much gameplay right into the game, and with that, we've got the first goal from Hexa. So I guess that's the way. You don't waste any time. The moment the game starts, you know, every second is very precious. Putting it right in the back of the net, and with that, they have gotten their first goal. So I was actually expecting the teams to play it out for a little bit to try and feel the other team and to see what their gameplay is. But NSGB have already put one in the back of the net.
So has Exodus. That was a kickoff goal by Euro. Not a lot of resistance on the goal post. Litman did end up backflipping on the goal on near post rather.
Absolutely, that was a quick 1-2 right off from kickoff. I mean, I think at this point Exodus has got an answer to every question. They didn't really waste any time. How many seconds was that? 2 seconds, I think, at the max.
Jamerk looking for a flip reset goal and the flashiness has begun by Jamerk. One of the best players in Asia goes for a kickoff, goes for a flip reset. Not a lot of resistance from the other players. Syke just waiting for the ball to go in. It also ended up being a double touch. And Jamerk just showing off here. 33 seconds, like 37 seconds rather, and 2 goals for Exodus.
Nice save there, coming in right off the bat from Yuru. Holding down the net, ensuring that, you know, he doesn't really concede that goal for his team. Puts his team right there. At this point, it is still 2-1, leading here for the team that has scored 2 goals. I think at this point, Jamerch has been one making all the plays for his team.
Yep, as of right now, for the first minute, Jamerk has been the one to get all the offensive shots here. It needs to show up on defense, and he does. Very good save by Jamerk. Euro has a chance to clear the ball, and he does so with ease. Logic here has to set up a play for his team. Does beat 1, beats 2. Jamerk deciding not to go up for it. Decides to play it safe. Syke looking for a play, sends it center. Nobody from his teammate to receive the ball. Hexa. He's going to go for a double. Does not get the bump. A lot of back and forth between the two teams.
Absolutely, but with this, Litman did try to actually get the ball. Hexa right up in the air, does have control on the ball, but losing it out as Logic moves in and tries to defend there from half line. Jammer does have the ball, needs his teammate to come in and support him, tries to move in close. Logic and Hexa try to get a 50-50 on that, but unfortunately the ball is still out in the middle of the play.
Hexa with a good clear. This is going to relieve some of the pressure for the orange team. Jemerk. A little bit of a whiff coming in. Bumping plays. Viper still trying to keep up the pressure. Fails to do so. Hexa does get bumped. That relieves pressure for the Jemerk's team. Does not have a lot of boost. Is still going to try to make a play. That was a very good clear by, I believe that was Viper. Was that
Very
Viper?
good pinch there, absolutely. Yes, that was Viper pushing the ball way out of the defense line, giving his team a bit of breathing room. Hexa with a really stop defense there right in the middle line, but that makes it easy for his team. He has the ball, will he score? Tries to put it in the corner, but is easily defended there by Jammer, the man in the moment. Logic gets the ball all the way out, no defense in the line, but misses it from just a millimeter away.
Hexa trying to send it to his teammate. Jemerk with such a good clear. Stops all the counter attack and goes for an attack himself. Yuru up with the ball, sends it center. Nobody receive. Viper sends it flying up to the back post. Backboard,
Rebound
rather.
shot. Absolutely. A rebound shot right there. Brings the ball right in the middle. Logic has control on the ball. Passes it to his team. Gets the ball. And Yoru with the shot right to the top corner of the goal. And with that, they have scored 3-1. Absolutely crushing the first game. Exodus in the lead with 3-1. Not too sure if NSGB have their reply. Seeing as how at this point, they don't have a lot of control on the ball.
That was a really good pass by Logic to his teammate. A lot of synergy coming in from the higher ranked players. So, judging from the Excel spreadsheet that we received, the members of NSGB are C3s, every single one of them, and Jamark, Logic, and Euro are GC1. So the difference in rank is just one rank, right? There's just one rank, but even then, the synergy, there is so much difference in synergy and these passing plays. NSGB has not been able to stop many of these passing plays, and a lot of double commits coming in from NSGB as well. They are trying to make a play now. Does get it over one. They have Exodus on the back foot. Does get bumped. That relieves some pressure for Exodus. Jamark setting up a play for his teammate.
Absolutely. Well, it seems like at this point, Exodus is forcing NSGB to move into areas where they will then get the advantage and also enforcing them to overcommit in these plays. But this might just be it. One of those moments. And with that, we have Exodus back up with 4-1. It's a one-sided match at this point. 51 seconds on the clock. Things can just change. We did see that towards the start of the game. Within the first 37 seconds of the game, we already had 3 goals in. So it's a very fast-paced game. It's great to see these teams, shedding it all out in the first game of the day. And I just love the start we've gotten onto already.
Logic was just showing off there. Yeah, he was like upside down and just making the ball turtling going in.
I mean, they do have the goals on their side. They can play. They can bring a lot of flashy play as well. It's it's their game so far.
Definitely. So Hexa with a fake onto the enemy team. Logic with a really good flick. Nobody's gonna be able to stop that.
No, not like that, Logic. You had not only control of the ball, but you're dribbling everybody. Look at that. Takes out 1, takes out 2, all the way to the end. Nobody to stop him. Oh my god. Exodus is coming in hot. I mean, they're probably showing all the other teams what they've got. This is what you may call dominance.
That is very much true. There is a 4-goal lead. Almost became a 3-goal lead. That's a really good save by Logic there. Jemerk. Looking to send it to Yuru. Yuru misses the pass. Yuru misses the pass over to his teammates. Hexa looking to make a consolation goal. Litman up for the ball. Goes for 50. Not a lot of room for NSGB. Logic looking to score another goal. Does pop the ball up. Goes sends it to Jamark, but saved by Litman, and that's game. 4-goal lead.
Beautiful game there by Exodus. Absolutely 4-goal lead. Great synergy there by the teams. I guess at this game, the very first game of the day, we can safely say that it was the synergy of the higher level players that came together. And they were all over the field. They were there at the back of the net to defend. They were there at the front of the lines to score as well. It's just great gameplay.
That is very much true. However, I feel like now that they know how Exodus is playing, NSGB should be able to step up their gameplay. They should be able to understand where the ball is going. They should be able to understand how to counterattack such mechanical players. They should be going for more demos, in my opinion. Demos are the meta of this game.
Absolutely. We did see that at that point. Exodus did get 2 demos right towards the middle of the game. That took out one player directly right during the middle of play. So you're gonna spawn right back towards your goal. But is that gonna be enough? Is that gonna be what separates you from the winners in this bracket? They have already conceded the first game. NSGB have got to come up with a different kind of gameplay. You're completely right there, Flatter. So let's jump on to game number 2 and see what we've got in store.
All right. Yeah, so that's what I did notice. Even in the attacking plays for NSGB, they did get demoed. Most of the second man that were up on the field to receive the passes did get demoed, and that just led to more counterattack goals by Exodus. So evading demos and making demos, that's something that NSGB needs to worry about in this following game. Hexa is up with the ball, gets a really good touch, and that is the first goal for NSGB. Hexa showing off. Great control. Good touch at the end there.
This is what we did see in the first game as well. I mean, NSGB, they did get the first goal in. They were able to set the feel and set the pace, but they were not able to hold it. This is game number 2. Things can still change. Exodus did win the first one, so they've got that defense there on their side. And watch, oh my god, look at that reply there. This team, I tell you, this team.
111 kilometers per hour. That is a speedy ball onto the bottom right corner of the goalpost. 13 seconds in, 1 goal for each team. That's a really interesting kickoff, and it works out very well in favor of Exodus. Yuru decides to give away the ball. Viper, that's a really good control. Trying to make a passing play here. Logic, that's a really good touch. Jamark does get stopped by Psych. Littman on the ball.
It seems like there's a lot of back and forth going. Both teams have a little bit of space, but Logic gets that demolition there on Psych, takes him out of the game, which means at this point it might be a 3v2. They have the favor in, but are they going to utilize that to that advantage? Got their player in, SGB get the reply and puts the goal right in the back of the net. With that, they've got 2-1. What a great play by Viper there. What a smashing shot right towards the end there. That's 68. Beautiful gameplay. What do you think about that? That was really great play by NSGB.
Good synergy. They're starting to synergize. That's what matters. In order to counter all the mechanics, in order to they need to avoid being in 1v1s against each players, because they are all mechanically they mechanically would be faster. Okay, that's a bit of a whiff coming in from Viper. He thought he was going. That ball was going out of the net. Unfortunately, it wasn't.
Agreed. That is gonna really cost him. I mean, at that point, he should have just backflipped to go ahead and stop his momentum. I'm not too sure what went down there. That goal was given away a bit too easily to Exodus. And with that, another reply. And they're back up 3-2, just like the first game. Looks like Exodus really knows how to break that momentum once they got that synergy in. I mean, this was a completely smash right back into the back of the net. Not too sure what happened there, Flatter.
That's just a classy kickoff miss coming in from the highest ranked players in the game. It's alright, it happens. And they are able to capitalize on the very same mistake committed by Yuru from their other team.
Well, there is a lot of there is a lot of back and forth going in both teams as they're just pushing the ball to the back of the net. It's great to see that both teams are scoring. This is not a one-sided match like the first one. NSGB have finally got their synergy in. They're playing as a team, although I would like to see a bit of defense on both teams, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that is true. A lot of defensive mistakes coming in from both the teams. A lot of good offensive plays, but they need to step their defensive game up, as I was saying. That's another defensive whiff coming in from NSGB. Jamark with a good touch, good positioning. Hexa could have saved it. Close goal. 1 goal lead for Exodus.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the boosts in this game. I mean, how important are the boosts at these crucial moments when you need to be in that right space in the right time?
Definitely, this is exactly why you don't need to get out of position to go for the boost. You just need 12 boosts in order to cover the entire goalpost, and that 12 boost you should know how to use it. Going for the big boost pads, going out of rotations, going out of positions is something that's gonna cost both the teams equal goals. Litman with an early challenge does get possession. Viper looking for a slow play. Logic is not going to allow that. Hexa with a good clear. Sends it over to Viper. Viper has a chance to shoot it on net. He is not able to accurately shoot it. Litman, a bit of a whiff coming in. They're going to keep it. They're going to keep on the pressure. That's a double commit coming in from Exodus, and that's going to cost them a lot of defensive mistakes, as you said, Kals. This is a disaster.
Well, that didn't really work in the favor of Exodus. I could see all three players at the back of net defending. You are right, they did all commit there to that previous shot as it lobbed off the wall of the goal there and then came right back into the hands of NSGB as they finished the game. It's down now to a tie, 4 out of 4, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. It's still very hard to tell who's going to score. Oh my god, beautiful shot there by Litman, defended there by Logic. Hexa still has the ball, still has control over it, but it's being defended by Yoru. So once again, we've gone back to that gameplay where both teams are lashing it out, trying to put the ball in the opposition's D so that they can try and get the maximum effort out of it. But it's still a very, very balanced game.
Definitely. So Litman trying to make a play here. That is a very slow ball. Yuru has a chance to shoot. Goes for a fake. Hexa is not gonna have any of that. He's gonna looking for a dribble. Does get Jamark out. That's a really good play by Hexa. Viper should be able to score this, and that's 1 goal lead for NSGB. Amazing dribbles by Hexa. He just decided to fake out Jamark. That bounces out perfectly. Viper puts the ball in. Perfect plays by NSGB.
Well done. That 2 lob shot into a pass into his teammate into that goal. That's a really smart move. I mean, we did see that at this point. We got a lot of the higher level players there from Team Exodus, but coming out and playing this gameplay there and making them, making them miss out that defense was just beautiful. While I was going ahead and talking about a replay there, we see another reply coming right there by Exodus. Oh my god, does this team know how to play this game?
10 goals scored in 3 minutes. Can you imagine that? You don't need to because it's right there on your screen. 10 goals, 5 from each team. Such a close game, such a high scoring game. Okay, that might be a little dangerous, and it is.
Beautiful. I mean, at this point, you could say it's just basic elementary, dear Watson. It's just basically logic. Have man with free ball, nobody at the back of the net is equal to goal. It's just a mathematical equation.
Very well put it there, Kals. Very well put.
And there we go. Second game of the day. We've got great goal scoring capabilities on both teams. We're up to 11 goals. I think what we should do is, before the game starts, I think we can do a little bit of a side game for the casters, where we kind of decide how many goals are going to be scored each game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's do that next game. First, I am really excited to look out for the outcome of this particular game. 1 goal scored by each team. When is this pattern gonna break, Kals? 12 goals being scored in the last 4.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes rather.
Beautiful gameplay. The way I see it, I hope NSGB and Exodus keep this up, because at this point what we're seeing is a lot of good gameplay, a lot of synergy. They're passing the ball to each teammate. They're getting those double lob shots. They're getting those flicks as well. I mean, we understand the whiffs because that has to come in when you're making a great play. Look at Hexa. Look at how he has control on the ball. Had to have a teammate there to pass on to, but unfortunately we have Exodus in control with the ball as they push it outside the D.
Hexa looking to make a play onto the net, and the play he does. Amazing shot, such a powerful shot, 107 kilometers per hour, as you would expect from Hexa. He has been showing up.
Absolutely. Was that a pincer shot or what? As we move on to the final moments of the game, we've got 1 minute left on the clock. Both teams lashing it out. 6 to 7 goals, not really favored in any side teams. And we've just seen a lot of goals go 1 second after another. This is a really fast-paced game, if I may say so.
That was a close call by Yuru. He almost put the redirect from Jamark in. Yuru now on the possession, looking for a play. Never mind, Logic and Jamark are gonna be whiffing on the ball. The pattern has broken. NSGB has come out on top with a 2-goal lead. Let's see if Exodus can reply with the same.
Beautiful shot there. We do see NSGB taking the lead now. It's still 48 seconds on the clock. It can still go either way, but the second game of the day is being led now by NSGB. So that's a reply. That's what they're coming back in the game with. A lot of hard-hitting goals. 8 goals to their name, but what a very close shot there by Jammerk on the goal,
Really
but
good
it
save
hits the
by
top
you
bar of the
there.
goal there.
Logic, rather.
Exodus have 30 seconds on the clock. They might have to come back in, and with that, they have scored! Beautiful score, a beautiful goal there by Jammerk. Helped there by his teammate Logic. And that's what I was talking about. Look at that, team play.
So many goals coming in from each members of the team. No one with 0 goals to their names. Logic looking to make an offensive play. Send it over to Jammerk. Jammerk almost gets the shot in. 20 seconds left. They're going to keep the pressure up. Logic on the field. Good save by Littman. However, a double commit is going to be difficult to play that out. And it is Jammerk sending it over to his teammate. Very difficult to receive. Logic looking for a pass. Sends it over to Jammerk. Jammerk looking to send it center. Decides to fake it out. Oh my god. Oh wow. That hurts. That is very hurtful.
That was such an opportunity. They needed that one goal to equalize. The ball even was on the goal. Unfortunately, it doesn't go behind the net. It hits the ball and it bounces right back off. That must definitely hurt. I completely agree with you there, Flatter. I mean, that is one of those opportunities that come 1 in a million. They tried to capitalize on it, but alas. Great gameplay there by NSGB as they go ahead and win the second out of the best of 3. We're going to move on to the third and the final. We got both teams having 1 win each in this best of 3, and it's going to go either way.
Hey, the very first series of the tournament, and we get to see it going to the finals. This is exactly the kind of content we're looking for. Definitely not scripted, of course.
Ooh, I guess we're giving away a little bit too much. So let's move on with a tactical move of the day. As we just want to remind everybody who's watching the tournament now, there is money on the line. The prize money that we've set down for this tournament is 120 whooping big amounts USD dollars, which means it comes down to different amounts from different places that you are from. But the giveaway here is that your efforts are going to be realized. All these players who are fighting off in this game are fighting off for that game prize, that big money there. And I think it's just great, man, the amount of quality gameplay that we're seeing here.
That is definitely true, and I expect the same quality from both the teams this final game of the series. The teams should be joining in anytime soon, and yes, they do. Psych with a 420 ping. What is that about? All right, it has calmed down.
Fair enough. So I bet that once you're joining into a game, you might see these ping spikes. But once you're in the game and you know you're on the field, I think it all stabilizes. So we see at this point Exodus not trying to waste any time. Right off kickoff, trying to push the ball right into the back of SS by NSGB's net, but they're not having any of it. They push the ball right back off. The ball is going from end to end. Both teams trying really hard to get that first goal in because that really relieves all the pressure off of your back as you can sit safely and try and win this game. Exodus have complete control of the ball, trying to push the ball there out of their half. Logic and Sai goes into a 50-50 right off the ceiling there. Yoru now has the ball, gonna try to fight it off with Hexa.
Can you get it? Oh, that was close. Jammerk almost got the receiving end of the play there. Psych looking for a pinch face to do so. Jammerk has the ball, does not get the ball on target. He's gonna send it back to his teammate, Yoru. Keeping up the pressure. Viper in a really uncomfortable position. He is, however, going to get a 50 out of it. Jammerk with a bit of a whiff coming in. Logic. Would he be able to capitalize? Hexa up with the ball. Goes for one touch and one touch only. Jammerk goes for a possession play. Is stopped by Viper. Hexa once again on the ball. A bit of a low scoring game now. Almost 1 minute in when we have had no goals from either of the teams.
Absolutely, but looks like a bit of confusion there in Exodus as all 3 teammates were in one part, all 3 committing, leaving the goal open. Hexa has the ball, needs a teammate to finish, but unfortunately he's all alone at the front lines. Meanwhile, we see Exodus pushing the ball right out, passes one to Logic. Logic has the ball, must pass to a teammate. Jammerk is in position and finishes the goal, but alas, it hits the top post. Needs somebody to finish. Unfortunately, no one's there to go ahead and help him out.
That's hard to watch.
Ooh, that was
really hard to watch. Littman looking for an early touch, fails to do so. Jamark looking for 50. The entire team of NSGB. Hexa looking for a flick. Yuru stops that from happening. Jammer keeping up the pressure, looking for a ceiling shot pass to his teammate. Is he gonna get it? Good save by Hexa. Viper, a bit of a whiff coming in. Littman almost gets it almost gets it above the last man. Hexa looking to make a play. Logic intercepts it.
It's great to
So
see
much
how this
pressure.
is the third game out of all three is the only game where both teams are playing offense and defense. No goals conceded yet. Oh, and we just got a demolition as I was saying that. That is Yoru getting wrecked.
Oh, a bit of
No
passing play.
way. I don't know what's going on, but it looks like NSGB has finally found what actually works for them. They take out a player, they use that opportunity, and they want to try to finish the goal, push it at the back of the net.
Hexa looking to double touch into his own goal. There, Hexa. You sure about that? Littman with a really good clear sends it over to Viper. Viper has a chance to shoot it or at least send it to center. Decides not to go for it. Logic looking for a small touch is gonna get intercepted. Yuru, not the smartest play here to make a slow play so close to your own goal. Viper has some time on the ball, gets it over one of the teammates. Yoru looking to make a play. Hexa, the top corner almost gets it in. Jamark looking to clear the ball, trying to release some pressure for the team. Yuru is gonna get a good clear. Jamark almost touches the ball again. Yuru, a double touch, maybe? Good save by Hexa.
Great gameplay here. I mean, both teams are trying really hard to put the ball right there in the goal. It is coming slightly off the top. Look at that. Logic did make that try there on the goal, but unfortunately it hit the pole. So we've been seeing a lot of that, where the ball has been hitting just barely off the goal. But both teams are making great plays here. They're making great saves, and at the same time, this might be the first one, but unfortunately, Jammer just barely misses it. 1 minute left on the clock.
5 shots on net. Has 5 shots, none of them being converted, unfortunately. And NSGB, on the other hand, has so many saves. Not this one, though. Euro finally gets the ball into the goal, and that's the very first goal of this game. 50 seconds left on the clock. Can NSGB make it back? Cals, what do you think? Place your bets.
It's gonna be a very close game. I'm seeing this game go on to 3-2 in favor of Exodus, and the game has just started. Looks like First Blood have just been brought out. Exodus wants to win this game, and they're doing everything they can. Unfortunately, on the other hand, NSGB is just demolishing them one after another. There's no reply to it.
Oh my god, that could have ended up into the goalpost. Viper, come on. Yes, good job. Jamark, we need to see this go to overtime, man. We need NSGB to score. Yeah. Hexa has some time on the field. Decides not to go for the best touch. Is gonna get a good 50 from Jamark. That is an open goal. Jamark does not have a lot of boost though. Psych tries to get it clear. Hexa again has the ball. Goes up. Goes for a double. Good save by Yuru, and I think that is going to be game.
Well, the ball is still in the air. The whistle hasn't been blown, but there we go. The very first win in the day goes to Exodus. Beautiful gameplay. We saw them come from the win in the first match to loss in the second to the absolute smashing win in the third. Granted, it was just a 1-0 win, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gameplay. Loved it.
Amazing. All right, so NSGB moves on to the lower brackets. Very close game, a very close first game. This definitely just puts up the show here. It definitely tells us what we are expecting to see in this entire tournament. A very close game, a lot of back and forth. We did not know up until the end who was going to win, and now we know for sure that Exodus, being the higher rank, did manage to take the game. However, it was very close. NSGB did play very well against people who were actually higher ranked than them.
Well, I mean, seeing as how the games went, the first and the second game, and even the third game, there was definitely no. The first game had a lot of, there was a very clear show of difference in levels. I mean, difference in ranks. The second game didn't, and definitely not the third game. Both teams played really, really well on defense. They were able to read the opposition team's gameplay and sort of come up with the gameplay of their own to try and help them push that win. Unfortunately, NSGB, you guys are going to go to the lower brackets for now. now Exodus is going to go ahead and climb to the top and move on towards the victory of this tournament.
All right, so we are going to be taking a short break here. Isn't that right, Kels?
Absolutely. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be coming to you with the second game of the day. The first game of the day just got done. We're going to take a small break and be right back.
All right. See you in a bit.
everybody, and welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and jump into game number 2. Flatter, what do you think about the
Yes.
game so far?
I mean, the first series was very close, and I expect to see the same from other teams in this tournament as well. As of right now, we have two teams, Exodus from the last series, going up against Cringelord. Cringelord, once again, the roster being Jarrell, Melody, and Joxe, some of the highest tier players in the Asia Pacific scene. Now, going a little off topic here. So, Kals, you are Indian by origin, right?
Yes, sir.
And you do realize that you have a very different accent as compared to other Indian origin people.
What do you mean?
You do.
Well, you are correct. The thing is, I am born in India, but I did have to travel for work. Because of which, because of work, I had to speak in an accent which was easily understandable to the clients that I was dealing with. Which is why I had to develop a certain way where I didn't have to repeat myself every now and then, and it's kind of stuck.
Alright.
So it's hard for me to get rid of it, or like even come back to my to my original accent. But I guess over time, it will change.
Mhm. All right. So, but you do know some Indian languages. Do you know Hindi?
Oh, absolutely.
Can you speak Hindi once? I really do want to hear you speak Hindi.
Well, I don't know what the chat will feel like. I don't know if the chat's ready for this kind of thing. Let's go back to the chat and see what they say.
Anyone interested in hearing Cal speak Hindi? Anyone?
Well, there you have it, chat. Thank you for having my back. It looks like at this point, chat is not looking forward to that day.
What do you mean? Everybody said speak Hindi. Just said speak Hindi.
All right, here we go, guys. I hope you guys are ready to laugh out loud. All right, here we go. Kaise ho bhai log, welcome to the stream.
Perfect, dude. I love
Not my finest moment, but we do with what we can.
I love it, dude. It's perfect. Why are you so embarrassed of it?
Oh, well, I've been told that my Hindi speaking abilities can actually use a lot of help. Well, you could say that I've just picked up bits and here and there, a few of the lingos, but I'm not too good at it at the moment.
All right. I pretty much loved it, man. Hey, we have Jarrell Naden showing off his title. Look at that. The Kickoff Asia Elite, one of the highest tier tournaments, like A tier tournaments on Wikipedia. The golden titles, bit of a show off, I'd say. But then again, what else can you do in this game except for showing off with your skills, game sense?
Hey, well, you have to be that guy if you got it, flaunt it. I mean, it didn't definitely come easy, and
Definitely
it is what it is. And with that, we've got kickoff. We've got the game. Going ahead and start it on. Both teams lashing it out. We've got Exodus versus Cringelord. Game number 1 against each other. They've not played each other in this tournament yet, have they?
No, they have not. And both of the teams are very equally matched. So, just like the last series, the difference in ranks and average rank was 1. So it is this game as well. But then again, Jarrell and Joxe, they have a lot of experience in tournaments, in 3v3 tournaments. So, well, so does Demerk, I guess. So does Demerk, but we just have to see who steps up, who shows up as compared to the other players. Everybody can get the nerves no matter how many times they've been in the same spot.
Oh, absolutely. And with that, we've got kickoff. We've got both teams trying to lash it out. We've got players all across the field. The ball's bounding from pillar to post. It doesn't seem to be in control of any one team specifically, so it seems all around wide across the deck. We've seen how Exodus play because that was the last game that we watched. We're looking forward to see what Cringelord bring to the table, and they've got answers to how Exodus plays. For now, we've not seen any demolitions. We've not seen any gameplay, but oh my god, that was really, really close play there. That could have gone in the back of the net, but beautiful, beautiful save there by Cringelord.
Jamerk has some boost, is on the ball, looking for a lot of touches, stopped by Jarrell. Yuru looking to make a play, good save, is gonna end up center. Melodizer, however, is gonna shut the attack down. Joxe looking for a counter attack, goes for another touch, is gonna be cleared. Jarrell looking for, fakes out Logic, gets it over one of them, looking for a dribbles. Logic sends it over back center to Yuru. Good save by Jarrell. Jarrell shuts Logic down.
So at this point, it seems like
Oh.
Exodus does have the ball in play longer than Cringelaw does. They do have control, but they're not able to synergize their finishes. They're passing the ball along, but they're being shut down every time they're trying to make a play. We see that Cringelaw now do have the ball. Joxay with the ball, tries to dribble over Yoru, gets the ball away in center, but doesn't have a teammate. Melodizer tries to push in, must pass the ball for a finish, but unfortunately gets defended there by Logic. Coming back to it, we do see that the ball is going from pillar to post once again. It's not really forming a lot of gameplay. There's a lot of offense and a great amount of defense in game number 1 between these two teams.
Definitely. So a lot of offensive plays coming in from Exodus. Sorry, my bad. Not Exodus. What's the team name again? These guys
Cringe Lord?
changed it.
Yeah, I know. Looking at this kind of gameplay, you do tend to, forget what you want to say. It does break a chain of thought. I completely agree with you there. I completely agree.
Why do these people keep changing their names from tournament to tournament, man? I don't understand. Why can't you just stick to one? Make it easy for the casters. First goal coming in from... My God. It's that... Okay, so the blue team...
The blue team's Cringe Lords, and
the
orange team is Exodus. We've got Exodus with the first win in here, pushing the ball in the back of the net. We got Logic, making it look easy. We've got still 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. It's not much to say here. Both teams are doing their best. We've got an S5 tournament winner there, Jammer, and we've got a kickoff Asia Elite there by Gerald Madden. So both teams have got their titles balanced out. Both teams have got gameplay balanced out, but Exodus has the #1 goal in their advantage.
All right, now I'm definitely not gonna forget the names. Okay, I promise you. Because because a lot of members of these teams have played together in the past. Different, people who are now playing on different teams, so it's a bit confusing.
I completely agree. It's more or less like every other game where the players are shuffled across teams, and then you're asking yourself, wait a minute, didn't they just play for that team last year? It gets a bit confusing. I know what you mean.
Weren't these guys together?
So, friend or foe, when there's money on the line, it's all about business, and business is good. We've got both teams lashing it out. We've got Exodus in the lead, therefore pushing the pressure right there on Cringe Lord. Cringe Lord, on the other hand, they are making some good moves. They're getting demolitions in. They're getting the ball in play. Jarrell and Melody were right there in the center of the game, but unfortunately, they've got all players committed there to that play. Nobody in defense. Exodus must be using this to their advantage, but right now the ball is still in their side of the map.
20 seconds left. The underdogs, Exodus, being up in the lead. Melodizer almost got bumped there. Is able to save the ball. Jarrell. Can he make a play? Joxe sends it over to Jarrell. Jarrell sends it center. Never mind, he sends it in. 17 seconds. What a goal by Jarrell. As you would expect from the kickoff Asia Elite. Look at that positioning. Look at that accuracy. Cals, this is the highest level of gameplay.
I don't know what to talk about that. I mean, Exodus is a name taken right off the Bible there, but it looks like at this point, Cringe Lords were the one to drop that Hail Mary right there in the finish line to get the one each and bring the game to overtime. Let's go, baby.
Kickoff advantage for Exodus is going to get shut down by Jarrell. Jarrell on the offense gets a bit of a whiff on the ball. Joxe, however, is right there to help his teammate. Help his teammate. He does help his team. He does by securing the first game of the series.
What a way to end the game. Cringe Lords bringing it in with that splash finish, putting water all over the plans there of Exodus and winning the first game of the day. Beautiful game. Beautiful, beautiful ending.
Definitely. Jarrell showing up at the very last moment there. It is a best of 3. If we would like to remind the audience as well, the finals is going to be a best of.
A best of 5, absolutely. So we've got best of 3s because we want both sides to get that fair advantage of going ahead and putting everything they got out on the game. If you lose the first game, don't worry about it. Put all your efforts in the second and come back into the game so that we can win together. So we've got, at this point, Cringe Lords winning the first game. We're going to jump into game number 2, round number 2 shortly. Well, Flatter, at this point, it's just great to see, the amount of gameplay that they brought in here. What do you think about that?
So Exodus, the underdogs, they were able to take the lead in the majority of the game. It was only the last 20 seconds when they started falling. Jarrell made some extremely good plays. 1 second, I'm just gonna click on ready. Yeah, And Joxe showing up in overtime, 1v2ing 2 members from Exodus. So that was something that definitely I look forward to. I would want, Exodus to not make so many mistakes in the defensive half of the field. A lot of good offensive plays, but they got to keep up their defense as well if they want to win games instead of losing it at the end moments.
Oh,
You don't have to
absolutely. And
crumble under
here we
pressure.
go. Right into game number 2. Great analytics there by Flatter. I completely agree with everything that you said here. I mean, right there on theory, I mean, it looks really good when you put down, the ones and the zeros right behind the paper, but can you put the pedal to the metal? Can you bring the gas when you need to win and get that cash? I think time is only going to tell.
My God, William Shakespeare, chill.
And here we
Amazing.
go. Round number 2. Exodus in the lead. Logic with the ball puts it right in the back of the net, but unfortunately gets defended by the bar post.
Gerald looking for a solo play, goes for a double. Good save by Logic. Melodizer there to keep up the pressure. No, his teammates decide to go back. Yuru looking for a double, gets shot by Joxe. What a pinch by Joxe and Gerald. Jamark on the ball, goes for one flip reset. Melodizer flip resets into the ball just to get it back into possession. Gerald looking to send a center to his teammates. Logic with an extremely good clear, a lot of back and forth. Melodizer having the ball, goes for a slow play onto the post. That's going to be dangerous. Logic has the ball, does not have a lot of boost to work with. Gerald is going to be taking it back to his corner. Pressure not being relieved for Scringe Lords.
Oh, absolutely. Exodus is hitting and hitting hard. They want that early goal to put that, advantage on their side so they don't have the pressure. But
Oh my God, did you see that? Did you see that? Melodizer had 0 boost. He wave dashed like thrice or 4 times on the wall just so that he could get momentum in order to beat the. That's some extreme high level mechanics there. I have never seen that happening. I can't do that.
Well, a lot of things that we can't do are happening right now in this game. I mean, these players are playing what great level of skill. We got turtling in happening. We've got wave pushing in happening. We've got boosting, and with that, we've got the first goal as well. Jamark pushing it at the back of the net. Exodus 1 and bringing Cridgelaw to that 0. Looks like this is the reply that they're bringing in for game number 2.
So I guess Gerald did not expect Joxe to miss the ball there. It was hard to read, and that is exactly why they were caught off on the wrong foot. Joxe looking for an early play. Melodizer almost gets it on the top corner. Gerald, another backboard. Come on, somebody score it. My God.
Is really, really putting pressure right there. Got the ball. He's got the finish. Will he do it? Logic makes it look easy with goal number 2. Exodus pushing far behind there in this second game of the day. Wow, did they bring the oomph factor.
2-goal lead for Exodus. The underdogs really stepping up in this game of the series. Hope they keep it the same. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. 2-goal lead for Exodus. Oh my God, Melodizer, what a shot. Good save by Jamark.
Beautiful game there by Melodizer. Had complete control of the ball if he was hovering with the ball. What great control. On the other hand, we do see at this point, Gerald Nathan tries to get control, but is getting blown out. Logic takes out Joxe. Melody hits the ball right on the goal, but is being defended there by Logic. Great gameplay. Joxe, on the other hand, tries to get another one. Gerald gets the ball right in the back of the net. Nobody to stop it. We did see 2 players there, Logic as well as Yoru, tried to defend, but he somehow manages to slip it right between them.
Oh my God. Positioning. Even after the double commit, Gerald knew where to place the ball on the goal post.
Well, with that, they have gotten 1 goal.
A flip reset into a double. Almost, was saved by Jamark, but that would have been the goal of the game. Yoru losing connection. That is a 3v2. Is the game gonna be paused? It is a private game, so it's definitely not gonna happen. The players are stopping to move. There's a lot of confusion on the field. I think the game should continue. It is not something that they can help. Yep, as Rohan said. It is going to be a 2v3.
Absolutely. It is written in the rules of the game that if your player disconnects, he does have time to come back, but the game will continue. At this point, they do have the goal lead in their advantage. I mean, they should be able to capitalize on it, and that should give them enough buffer time to have their teammate in. But will Exodus be able to get that teammate in? It's going to be a very close call. On the other hand, we see that Cringe Lords are still one goal behind. They should use this advantage and try to put the ball at the back of the net.
I guess they're trying to show some sportsmanship. Never mind, Gerald is like, this is about the money.
I love the timing there. I mean, at that time, Flatter, I mean, I get that you were going with the, the emotional side of it, going like, they get the sentiments, they understand disconnections. This is a game. They want to care for the opposition, but they're having none of that. They go straight in with the finish and saying, uh-oh, guess what? Too bad.
Gerald did offer waiting till OT, and they agreed. So that's something really nice. A lot of wholesome moments. See, I guess they did correct me in the end.
Well, I guess this is the part where both teams can really flex on their kind of skills. I mean, we're seeing a lot of hovering play. We're seeing a lot of dribbling happening. We see Gerald Nader is just showing people what he's got and what he's bringing to the table. So I think this is really great. Like, it's not a complete loss after all.
Yeah, he is going to make sure that the ball does not go in, because they do want to take it to overtime. If Exodus, even in a 2v3, is able to win in overtime, that is going to be a setback for, of course, Cringe Roids. They are going to be heading to the lower bracket. Never mind, they're actually not going to be heading to the lower bracket. I keep forgetting. Cringe Roids did win this first game. That's how close the first game was.
Absolutely.
Exodus was in possession the entire game. They had the game in their hands. It was only the last 20 seconds and overtime where they fell off.
Just like you said, Flatter, this is a great show of sportsmanship where, both teams understand that a disconnection can happen at any point in time and gives that team, the benefit of doubt. Well, there we go. Jammark, it's all on you. Can you keep the ball in the air? Gives it to his teammate. Logic, the ball is still in the air. They might be waiting for their teammate to come back. I mean, this is a great show of friendship. Logic is just keeping the ball from coming down and...
Jokes and Mela is just standing on top of their cars, trying to keep their buster. Oh, he is coming back. Okay, that's good news.
It would be really funny if Gerald goes ahead and just demolishes Logic there at that moment. I love what's happening. I see at this time Jammark is also coming right behind Logic just to ensure that if Gerald gets any ideas.
Hey, Yoru.
Beautiful. With that, we got Yoru back, and the game goes right into overtime.
That is a clip. This is gonna be remembered. Joxe, is he gonna do the same thing? Is he gonna be 1v1v2ing the entire team? No, not this time. Gerald is, however, on the ball. Goes for a flip reset. Logic does get some space for Exodus. Joxe. Jammark goes to Gerald. Gerald up. Looking for a redirect to Joxe. Good intercept by Logic there. That's a bit of a bump coming in. Okay, this is a bit weird.
Good ceiling pass there. Goes down to his teammate, but nobody there to finish. Joxe has the ball. Does get that ball right into Exodus's corner, but nobody there to finish it.
Oh my god. That could have been in. Gerald decided to not shoot it, or he missed it. Oh no. Oh, that's hard. Yoru 1v2ing. Gets a good flick off one of them. Logic tries to send it a redirect in, however, does not help. A demo to Jammark. This is going to be huge. Joxe can pass it to his teammates, and he does. Gerald. What? Gerald, what? What are you doing?
Not too sure. Maybe they're trying to make a play here where they have a teammate, wait in the half lines and one of them in the defense while they pass the ball really fast to him while the teammate isn't looking. Nobody there at the back of the net. Logic stops the ball from going in the back of the net. Great defense there. Has the ball right in the offense. The Exodus do have control of the ball, making sure that Cringe Lords are all over the map, making them overcommit, but will it work in their favor? Exodus still have control there. Gerald pushing the ball out, trying to defend. Must go into defense, but oh no, that whiff is costly.
Melodizer melodiously puts it in. Look at that shot accuracy. There were two people on the field. Only one of them whiffed. There was still a chance to save it, and they still failed. This is so sad. Oh
Talk
no.
about it. Talk about it. But very well deserved there by Cringe Laws. They did go ahead and wait while Exodus lost a teammate. So I think sportsmanship and great gameplay, this is the team to look out for. I mean, this team is so wholesome.
Okay, this is sad. This is really sad. I mean, definitely a lot of sportsmanship coming in, but they did have the game. They could have taken the game right here. We could have gone to we could have gone to third game, but it was never meant to be.
And there we have it, guys. Second game of the day between Exodus and Cringe Laws. What a beautiful game. Great sportsmanship, great skill, great teamwork. And at the end of the day, there can only be one winner.
Definitely. So now we are gonna be moving on to the third series in after a short break, guys. Everybody, stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Running round like dollars in the wind, bending over backwards just to let you in. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar. Yeah, I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and now and now and now and never. I was putting in the I'm sick of fighting the things that you said. I don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar. I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and never. I was putting in the putting in the
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are gonna be soon moving on to the third series of this tournament, and now we have literally the best players in the Asia Pacific scene. The two teams that we are gonna be watching. Do you want to talk about the two teams,
Oh,
Kels?
yeah, absolutely. It's great to be back. We're going to jump into the third game of the day. We've got the two teams lined up. We've got Among Us as well as RAR. That's a really great name choice, don't you think, Flatter?
Definitely. So I was just right now with everybody was just screaming, so I decided to join these players. We were all having a good time. I was absolutely just getting demolished by the best players in the scene. But hey, it's love to be in the. I love to be in the same lobby with them at least. So that's something. So the two teams, Kals, name them.
Absolutely. So we've got the next two teams that we're going to be showing a lot of love to. That's going to be Among Us Esports and Aurora. Now, Among Us Esports comprises of SIG, LCT, Croado, and Aurora comprises of Res, Kevin97, and Sphinx. Now, there's a lot riding on this. We've got big names, LCT, Sphinx. Everybody's going to go crazy. We're going to go ahead and jump into the lobby. But before we do that, we wanted to touch base on the bracket or the schedule so far. You got teams in the upper bracket as well as the lower bracket as well. Right at the top, we've got Among Us Esports and Roar in the upper brackets, and we got Cringe Lord and Yes Yes. Now these are the four teams in the upper bracket. The ones responsible for putting all the teams in the lower bracket right now. And in the lower bracket, we've had Exodus and NSG who are yet to play, and I Want My Tie Up and Yes. So I Want My Tie Up and Yes have already played, which have now taken Yes into the further section here of the lower bracket. So Exodus still has a chance to come back up. We were following them in the first two games, and it is Cringe Laws that have now sent them down to the lower bracket. So Flatter, I mean, what do you think about the bracket so far? I mean, do you have any analytics? Do you think there's any team that you may see in the, coming up in
Hey,
the final?
Exodus. So as you were saying, Exodus just moved on to round three of the losers bracket. So Exodus was able to win against NSG. Now, so as for the upper bracket, Among Us Esports versus ROR. Among Us Esports, as you said, players like LCT, who are the RLCS winners. He belonged to the team that was the RLCS winner for this particular APAC S Winter Pacific. And then for ROR, we have Sphinx, who is still the youngest SSL in the entire world. He is the youngest, highest ranked player in Rocket League as of right now. And these guys are going to be going up against each other in this coming game.
There's going to be a lot of talent here in this game. There's going to be a lot of gameplay as well. Now, we already know that there are high and heavy hitters in this game, right? We've given you the
Definitely.
names. We've seen better gameplay before this as well. I'm just super excited. There's going to be two titans fighting each other in this game. It's all about getting the ball at the back of the net with team play with your team, so it doesn't always just end up being a one-man game. It's going to be a 3v3. It's going to be synergy, team play, and coordination. All about comms, basically.
Exactly, but we are going to be seeing a lot of mechanical gods. We're going to be seeing a lot of mechanical plays. We're going to be seeing flip resets, double touches, pinches, team pinches. We're going to be seeing a lot of those. And I am excited to witness every single one of those things.
Absolutely. I mean, coming from I could say this, coming from a background of playing games like Road Rash, I think I'm pretty happy with the demolition part too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have been told that there are a lot of members of the Rocket League community that just want demos to get removed, but demos are a big aspect of this game. That's just separate. That's demos is what separates Rocket League from just normal football. Okay, in normal football, you hit someone, you make someone fall, that's a foul. But in Rocket League, that's meta. That's part of the skill. That's just the part of the game. And it is definitely something that you should implement into your offensive arsenal in order to take games from players who are mechanically better than you.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, one demolition could take away a teammate while he's making a move, and that could severely change the entire momentum of the game and get you a goal. So that is definitely meta. That is definitely something that sets other games apart from Rocket League. And I think that is something that teams should be looking into as well. Now, obviously, when you want to play games like this, you're thinking of game plan. You're thinking about, passing, lobbing, keeping the ball in your corner, getting that jump boost at the right time. But how many teams are actually also using demolition to their advantage? We did see that NSG at the start was using that. We did see Exited was also playing that kind of a run as well. We did see Cringe Lord play, but not too much, not to my liking at least. But I want to see what Among Us and I want to see what Roar will be doing with demolition.
Yeah, exactly. These people are highly mechanical, and they have a lot of team coordination. So demos is my just what separates both of the teams here. Really excited to see how it plays out.
Absolutely. We're just waiting for the teams to come in. Once they do, we'll go ahead and begin. At this time, they're probably, getting their comms in ready, getting their Nerves of Steel ready as well. I mean, we've got big heads in here already. I don't think, Nerves is something that they're going to be worried about.
Right. So players are joining, and we see one of the best titles in this game, RLCS 21-22 regional champion. You don't see that every day.
Oh,
It is just
absolutely.
something to flex.
Absolutely. And with that, we do have kickoff. Let's just go ahead and take a look and see what's going on in the game. So, Flatter, do you want to go ahead and give a bit of a comparison between both teams? I mean, according to you, analytically, what do you think you might see at the end of the first game? What kind of score line are we looking at?
I think we're looking at a very close game. Judging from, see, everybody here is mechanical, but every one of them is really thoughtful when it comes to making the field equal, making the field balance out. There are mechanical players who will go for the most wildest things, and there are players who can help those other teammates, who can actually cover for those other teammates. LCT here, just making it look easy. However, sends it to the corner, just receives it once again, takes the first goal. I think there was a whiff coming in from Rez there. So the first goal has been caused by just a bit of a whiff coming in from what was it? Among Us Esports versus what is the team
Roar.
name?
So
Roar.
yeah, so we did see
Right.
Roar go ahead and get a slight whiff there, but that really costed them with the goal conceded in their net. We do see Among Us now with the lead 1-0. Beautiful one shining in their bracket there. But let's see. I mean, the game just started. Lot to go, and Rez with that finish. Oh my God! Talk about equalizing. Roar coming back there with the goal in their net. I mean, right while we were talking and analytically getting this game down, we see that Among Us scored, and right back there, Roar comes back in with that equalizer goal as well.
I thought Rez was part of the blue team and he was supposed to defend it.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on here. It does seem like both teams are already at each other's necks, and with that, we see Among Us trying to push the ball back into Roar's net, but unfortunately, we do have Rez there kind of go ahead and defend the ball.
LCT just goes for a small shot and the target swings with an amazing save. Rez trying to send it center to his teammates. Does send it center. Good save by Sig, who is also an RLCS regional finalist. The top names in the scene. Swings, goes for a flip reset, and that flip reset is going to be going in. Mechanical plays, like I said, a lot of flip resets, a lot of double touches.
Beautiful gameplay, Sync, levitating from one end to the other. Wingardium Leviosa, all the way the ball to the back of the net. Talk about making a stylish play.
One goal lead for Roar.
Absolutely, Roar having the advantage there. Right off the kickoff, having the ball in their possession, pushing it back into Among Us's court. But we do see Among Us getting that demolition there onto another player, costing them a momentum change. With that, Kevin still has the ball, tries to push in, needs a teammate to complete it, but Rez barely misses the finish. Oh, we look and see a duck formation, all three of them towards the end. Pushes the ball right through the finish. Beautiful reply here by Among Us. And this is some really great formation. Look at it. They were just thugging it out.
Look at those. The demo plays is exactly what I was looking for. The demo plays and the bumping plays. Both of them made sure that Sphinx does not get the ball in a really appropriate position. So that just make him whiff, just make him be off of his actual position. Make it easy for your teammate to put the ball in. It wasn't easy, but he still just rammed the ball into the goalpost.
Absolutely. They really manhandled that player who was trying to defend the ball. Very smart gameplay. They had complete possession of the ball. All three players in the same line of sight, and they managed to put the ball at the back of the net. With that, we are now 4 goals in the game. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock left. It's still any team's gameplay. Both teams equally matched here, Among Us and Roar. I'm not seeing a lot of control in one team's hands. They're playing it to their advantage. They're playing ceiling shots. They're playing tap shots, passing to their teammates. But unfortunately, oh my god! I thought he saved that!
Really close, Croedo.
Beautiful
Banger
shot
of
there.
a shot. Sphinx couldn't save it.
He really did try his shot. He really did try his best. The Evolution hitting that shot in the top corner. We did see Spinks doing his best to go ahead and tap it out, but unfortunately it was a bit too late there. Just a bare bit.
Oh, Kevin looking to make a center play, is not able to get it, does not get the demo as well. Spinks might just be out of field, out of position. Rather, that's a 2-goal lead for Among Us Esports. Why do you have such names?
Great gameplay by Among Us, hitting the ball far off of Spinks' reach, forcing him to go back. But unfortunately, Spinks tried everything in the rulebook to try and reach behind the ball, but unfortunately, the ball had momentum on his side. Among Us there with the win. They get 4 goals to their name. The game has just started in 2 minutes left on the clock, and Among Us is already in the lead with 4 wins.
LCT in possession, looking to make a passing play to his teammate Croedo. Tries to bounce it off the wall. LCT is able to get the possession play. Oh, Kevin, not the best touch. Never mind. Spinks is able to capitalize on it. Sends it center. Oh, Kevin almost gets it in. Rez looking for a double. Oh my god.
This game has got me on the edge of my seat. Every time they're trying to get the ball to the court, they need one more player to finish, but we see Among Us going ahead and defending. Not just a one-man defend, but a two-man commit to that defend every time. So in case the ball is bounced off of them, the teammate behind them can get the ball in control. Beautiful gameplay. I'm also seeing Among Us actually pushing the ball to an extent where they get at least one demolition before they make a move. Therefore, taking one person out of the game and making it easier for them to put the ball at the back of the net.
Spinks is looking for slower play here. Is not able to manage to get it across. Sig is gonna get a bump. Does give them possession. LCT is gonna take possession. Gonna take it up across his goal. Spinks intercepts it. 2 touches, 4 touches. Takes it up the wall. Sends it center. Rez is not in the right position to make a shot on target. Spinks, however, is gonna try again.
Well, LCD did take the ball to his corner of the net. Not too sure if that was a game play or if they were just trying to force, Roar to actually spread out on the map and therefore get some space to move in on the kill. The ball is in the court there of Roar. We've got 20 seconds on the clock. Among Us still has the goal, a 2-man goal lead. But will they take this to their advantage? Roar trying their best to try and get a goal in. We've got 7 seconds at the clock. At the most, it will be a 3-4 win. In favor of Among Us, and here we go with the timer down. Among Us still have the ball in.
Oh, good save by Kevin.
Oh, you're right. It might just be 4. It just might be 5-2 as well.
Oh, 3-2. Oh, close. All right, that's the first game of the series. Oh, Kevin, very happy with the outcome of this game.
Well, to be honest, I would not have guessed this kind of an outcome 4-2 in favor of Among Us. We did see that, Sphinx and Kevin from the other team, they do have the Season 14 Grand Championship tag there on their name. I mean, it is definitely glowing, but what a way to show them up. Among Us have got good gameplay, man. Great saves, great teamwork, great demolitions at the right time, and they've got it going, man.
Kaz, it is definitely glowing, but look at the other glowy title. It's not something you see every day. It's not it's not a title that a lot of people have in this It's not a lot of people have in this world. You can. It's just something of a royalty. These titles. You see those titles and it's like, yeah, these guys actually are a huge deal in the scene.
Oh, absolutely. That is definitely a reason for you to start sweating, but I don't think these teams have got anything close to a sweat breaking out. The first game only done. We've got one more game to go if it's going to be a best of 3. Among Us just have to casually go ahead and win it. Not too much pressure on them, but on the other hand, Roar got everything riding for them.
Definitely. So that was the first game. We are going to be heading on to the second game now. The first game, obviously, in favor of Among Us. This is a best of 3, so they might just seal the deal here if Spinks and the team members are not able to show up. All right.
So, Flatter, at this point in time, when you have a game down, what kind of game plan do you think you should be running? Seeing as how we saw Aurora make amazing gameplays, but Among Us was just on top of everything that they could pull out. So seeing how Among Us plays, right? What kind of a defense or offense strategy would you try to launch against them?
See, I am nowhere near rank these near highly ranked as these players are, but I would assume that the offensive approach that Roar had was just not right enough, and they might just need to step down the offensive approach and make it a combination of both offensive and defensive counterattacks. Like here, there are so many double commits coming in from Among Us. The Sphinx should be able to capitalize on these with their teammates, but it's just they just throw the ball back onto their net, and it's not something that should be done very often. You're supposed to capitalize on such double commits, and that's currently not happening. But then again, there might be just some kind of 4D chess happening that I'm not looking at. But this is something that I guess is pretty evident.
I like how you look at the game here, Flatter. I mean, I could agree with the most parts there. We do see that Among Us are playing double commits. Oh my god, LCT taking the ball right out of the way. Talk about control.
That is going to bounce down. It's a bit dangerous. LCT does manage to clear it. Waits for his teammate to touch it. Sig playing it slow. Rez is not going to have any of that. Croado with a good clear. Sig looking for a touch. It does bounce off the ceiling. Spinks a whiff on the ball. And they are going to relieve some pressure by demoing.
Ooh, big demolition there on Kevin. They did get a man out. Will they capitalize on it? Among Us, on the other hand, has got their hands full. Roar are all over the map. It's not like the last game. They are giving toe for toe, not letting it go easy here for Among Us at all, pushing them to the edge of their seat. LCT, on the other hand, has control of the ball. Sig deflects it off the board, but nobody here to complete the ball and complete the game. Evolution has the ball, has to defend out of line, must finish, and with that, Spinks goes ahead and completes it. Great gameplay. I'm sorry, Resolution goes ahead and finishes it in. Great teamwork there by Spinks. Great teamwork.
Yeah, exactly. See, individual mechanical plays turn out to be less better than these team plays. This is exactly what kind of the kind of approach that Sphinx and the team members should go for. Roar, I don't want to say roar. It just hurts saying that.
Talk about great gameplay here, man. Oh my god. I love how they're playing right now. Roar is going man for man on every attack. They're not overcommitting. They're having one person in their net at all points in time. Rez playing that last man, that last line of defense. Sphinx, on the other hand, to go ahead and cover up if in case somebody misses out. So they're covering for each other is what I'm seeing in the second game.
Oh, that's a good touch by Rez. LCT looking for a clear. Sphinx decides to go for a passing play. That's a smart decision. Rez, however, decides not to go for it. Oh, Kevin launching the ball up, wasting time. LCT sending it over to Rez. Rez looking to clear the ball towards the corner. Is gonna go hand in hand to Croado once again. Sig there to make a challenge onto the ball. LCT almost gets the ball and a good save by Roar. Sphinx and Rez, a bit of a double commit there. Not the best strategy. LCT can easily counter attack here. Oh, Kevin with a good save. Sphinx.
Oof. Great play there by LCT. Pushing himself to a flip there to try and stop the momentum. But it doesn't really work out in his favor. The ball bounces right over. Kevin with the ball must pass to his teammate. Rez in position, but doesn't get the ball right in time. Sig takes the ball right out of play all the way far out into the offense. But needs somebody to help him out. The evolution comes in, but too late. On the other hand, Rez gets the ball. Nuss finished. Sig with a great defense there. But it looks like at this point the ball is just going from end to end. I'm not seeing any of these two teams come in with a 2-man or a 3-man play like Among Us did on the last goal in the last game.
So I guess one of the reasons that would be none of the teams are giving each other space. Like if you have the ball for more than 1 second, that just means that you're either going to get demoed or the other team is setting up a play. It's just not possible to get a lot of space in order to make these plays. Not with all the boost stealing and with all the clutter you can have when the other team members are right on your tail looking for demos and some kind of opportunity to score a goal against you. So there is a lot of risk-taking opportunity, something that Among Us Esports does need to take in order to equalize. Rez does try to send it center. Sphinx is gonna get a touch here, gets it over one of them. Sig, however, there to save the ball. He's gonna have more possession. Oh, Kevin is not gonna let him have it. LCT intercepted by Sphinx. Rez goes up does manage to get a 50. However, it's not going to turn out well. 20 seconds left. Among Us is not looking good here. They need to score a
Absolutely.
goal as soon as possible. That is not going to be happening. And Kevin sees the deal of this game by scoring the second goal. 14 seconds left. What do you think, Cal? Is it still
Beautiful.
possible?
It is just like you said, Flatter. I mean, we did see at that point, Among Us, they stopped making plays. They're playing a lot of defensive gameplay. They're not taking risks, but on the other hand, Roar is absolutely capitalizing on it. They're forcing men into positions where they get the ball and try and finish just exactly how, at this point, Kevin went ahead and scored that goal. So that's definitely going to go into their corner. They've put the pressure on Among Us. This is the reply after the first game, and we're going to go into game number 3.
Good save there by Sig. Consolation save, if I may say so myself.
So with that, Kevin is entirely happy with himself. Look at him bouncing there in the corner, making sure that, they feel the vibe for the team. They're going into game number 3. This is what they want. This game is going to go either by big gameplays there in game number 2, and I'm super excited for game number 3. What do you think is going to happen this time, Flatter?
All of these games, Cal, they're so close, right? They're not as high scoring as we have seen in the previous series. Everybody's playing so well. Everybody's playing so mechanically and yet so conservatively at the same time.
I
Not
agree.
a lot of goals scored.
I agree. There's no overcommitment. They're playing to their advantages. They're actually looking out for their teammates at all points in time and not really just focusing on where the ball is. I love how they're actually playing to their strengths. I mean, at the first point, we saw Among Us playing a lot of demolition plays and then bringing in moves, which then gives them the advantage man-wise. But unfortunately, I did not see that in the second game. They might have lacked that, and they might have lost the momentum, seeing as our Roar were making all the moves and then forcing them into reacting to their moves. But this is game number 3. A lot of it's been reset. We do know that they're doing that. That Among Us did do a lot better on the kickoff on the first game and the second game. So let's just see what they bring to the table in game number 3.
Yep, we are going to game number 3 against the very best teams in the entire tournament roster. So this might just be the end of it. The team rather, who wins this series might just be looking to take the entire tournament.
A lot is riding on this game, a lot of heavy hits. We are down to game number 3, 5 minutes on the clock. Both these teams have already sweated out. This is the third game in the best of 3, and there's a lot riding on this game, yeah.
Sig looking to send it to his teammates. LCT going for demos so early in the game. That's gonna be a bit dangerous. Croedo is the only one back. Sig does help his teammate out. LCT is on the ball, has a lot of space on the field, going for a wave dash, gets it over Spinks. Left leaves 2. Rez, however, is gonna be able to make it easily savable. LCT looking for another touch, looking for so many counter attacks. They are just going in a clock. One by one, not releasing any pressure for Roar. Spinks is gonna try to get possession. Croedo is not gonna let him have it. That's a good save. That's a good shot by Kevin. Relieves a lot of pressure for Roar. Now Among Us is on the back foot. Cals, 1 minute in. What do you think? Who's gonna take this?
Looks like Roar is still playing a lot of the same gameplay from the second game, and with that, we see Moon going ahead and pushing it towards the Rez. We see him going ahead and pushing it to the back of the net and winning it for his team. I was just explaining that Roar has been playing a lot of the same gameplay like the second game. They're making the moves. They're forcing Among Us to come back and react to them, therefore always being one step ahead.
That is definitely true. 1 minute in, Roar does have the advantage. Oh, that's a bit of a whiff coming in from Spinks. The advantage has been shut down by just 10 seconds.
Spinks with a very, very deadly whiff there. Really, really costly for his team. They conceded a goal even after trying so hard to push one in the back of Among Us' net, bringing the game right back on track to the equalizer zone. Now, this is game number 3, which means, it's level playing field for both teams. None of them have the advantage here, and that's why the sweat is even more. Oh my god! Nice try by LCT, but nobody to finish. Evolution far off from the ball itself. Sig trying to go ahead and try and get something in. Tries to get that wall pass for his team. Nobody there to finish! Unfortunately, LCT just barely missing it out.
Spinks looking for his back pass to his teammate. Kevin up on the ball. LCT not gonna let him have it. Intercepts him right as he goes up. Rez going up. Sig intercepts him as well. Spinks left alone against Croedo. Croedo, the good flick. A lot of pressure. No boost for Roar. Sig looking to score the ball, and he almost gets it in. Good save by Spinks. The pressure is still on. Swings
Talk
does get
about-
reduced there.
A last-minute save. I don't know how they managed to do that. Sig had the ball almost at the back of the net. It was literally touching the finish line, but they still managed to deflect the ball. Great gameplay there by Roar. They're coming together as a team, might I add.
Definitely so. Oh my god, Rez, I am so sorry you were hurt this way by the goalpost.
Rez might be feeling the same way. Oh no!
Oh my god.
What are we seeing here, Kevin? Nice try, but hits the top bar. Did they move the goal? And with that, Sphinx puts it once again, goes ahead and sees how much effort his teammate is pushing in, but tells him, you know what, buddy? I got you. Watch this. And goes ahead and he puts it in. What a way to go ahead and have your team's back. I think I got a little ahead of myself there, but moving into the game, 3 goals already in the game, 2 minutes on the clock, and it's still middle ground. Among Us have come back into this game, seeing out their first gameplay, so we know that they've got the caliber.
Sig, can he defend this ball? He does. He is gonna take it back to center. Cruedo looking for a bump. Sphinx doing the same, and that's gonna be goal. See, where you bump the teammates, where do you bump the enemy is also very important. Cruedo probably should have gone for the ball there. That was very dangerous. He did not expect LCT to get bumped by Sphinx, and that's gonna cost them the second goal.
Absolutely. So Roar is playing exactly how Among Us played in the first game. They're bumping the opponents and they're demolitioning them right at moments when they need to actually push the ball at the back of the net. So there's nobody there to defend it. They're taking man out of man for every position that they're pushing. It's great gameplay. I mean, I love how they're playing. Very chess-like, if I may add.
Sphinx looking for a double here to his for his teammates. Nobody there to present the ball into the net. Sig gets intercepted by Reds. That's sent it over to LCT. LCT looking to send it to his teammate Sphinx. Oh my god. Such a good save by Sig. So much pressure being applied by Roar. Among Us not having any chance to make a counter attack. They
Absolutely.
need some demos. They need some offensive attacks. That is something to start with. LCT looking to send it center. Good save by Rez. 1 minute left, and O'Kevin might just be looking to score this 4th goal. Cruedo with a good save. Okay, that's one demo.
Will
Probably
a play
a
be
start.
made? LCD getting demolition there. Now they have the advantage. The ball in their hand. They're trying to make a play here, but unfortunately defended there by Sphinx. LCT on the other hand tries once again, but Kevin defends it. Evolution tries for the 3rd time. We still have the ball in play. A lot of turtling, a lot of flipping, but Sphinx is there at the back of the net to defend. They're trying really hard. Roar doesn't want to make even one mistake and give away the advantage they have. Meanwhile, Sig on the other hand gets a demolition over Reza as he comes back to defend. And with that, they finally managed to get the ball in the goal. Great play Among Us. Great way of coming back.
Good touch by Cruedo there.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Get a player off right during the momentum, drop them down to a 2-man, and then go ahead and win. It makes things much easier for you.
Definitely so. LCT has an early play. Does get demoed by Rez. That is huge. That is huge. That is a huge stop towards the comeback. Rez looking to make another play here. Sig is okay. He did manage to stop Rez. I did not expect that. Sphinx has possession. Looking for a very slow play, just wasting time. Seconds going down the clock. Not a lot you can do about that. Sig, can he send it to his teammate? Cruedo looking for a pinch, fails to do so. Cruedo does have possession. One last play. Kevin goes up early. He pre-jumps, and well, that's game. Good
there you
confidence.
go. Your winners here for this really, really close match. Roar. Great gameplay, guys. Great way to keep the pressure up. Great way to capitalize on all the points that they'll had to. And wow, what an amazing gameplay. This is completely great. I believe, and in my all honesty, I believe this was the best match so far.
Definitely. So, such a close game. So many skilled players. LCT having the highest points in the game. Even so, is not able to win the series.
Well, at this point, we did see that, Roar did go ahead and make a lot of great plays. Flattered also, you did say towards the start of the map that a lot is riding on this game because the winner of this game might just be the ones to reach the finals because they've got the skill. We do see that they've got the gameplay as well. So, this might just be one of those, soothsayer moments where you can predict the future.
Definitely. So, LCT and team, that is Among Us Esport, is not out of the tournament yet. They are going to the lower brackets. Hopefully, they know that. Kaz, there was a time when very late into the tournament they got eliminated from the upper bracket, and the team just left. They did not show up for the lower bracket, and there was high potential for them to win the game.
No, that would just crush them. Imagine coming back and figuring out that, yo, we still had a game. Why did we leave?
Yeah, exactly. You still had a chance.
I know. It does happen. You know, there are times when that loss is just so heavy. You tell yourself, you know what, guys, I think it's done, man. I'm done.
That is true. All right, I think we're gonna be going on a 5-minute break here. Yeah, we'll be back in 5 minutes with the semi-finals. We'll be gonna be seeing Roar going up against Cringe Lord.
It's going to be a lot to watch out for, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the tournament. We are going to be moving on to the semi-finals where the two teams, Roar and Cringe Roar, are going to be going up against each other. Might just be a very one-sided game, Cals. The rank difference between the two teams is really high, but I would love to be proven wrong.
Well, I completely agree with you. We did see a lot of lower skill teams playing a lot of great synergy and playing even better gameplay. So I think it's a bit too early for us to call it. We are going to be seeing Aurora who absolutely dominated the last game, and we've seen Cringe Lords play as well who absolutely dominated their game. So there's a lot riding on it. I want to see great gameplay. I want to see them bring more of what they were doing in the last games, and I just want to be hyped up for this one.
Definitely so. All right, I think we have the teams in. Cals, place your bets. How many goals?
Ooh, good call. I think it's going to be a 3-4. And I think at this point it's going to be in favor of Roar. I think Roar is the team here to be actually on the lookout for. I'm not biased, but this is just my entering opinions.
So, what do you think the score differential is going to be in favor of whom?
Oh, definitely going to be siding Roar. I think they're the ones going to get that 4-win lead over a Cringe
So,
Lords.
like a 4-0? You're expecting a 4-0?
No, I'm thinking a 4-3. Cringe Lords, they know how to back it
All
up
right.
and push into a corner. They've been doing a lot too, but we can't really count them out.
All
just
right,
yet.
I'm expecting a 4-2 or a 5-2. I'll go with 5-2. 5-2 in
right.
favor of Roar.
All right, here we go. Now, only time will tell. We just want to bring to everyone's attention in the chat. Guys, if you've just joined in, let me just remind you, we are going to be starting off the very first semi-final game between Roar and Cringe Lord. This is also going to be a best of 3. We're just waiting for the teams to drop in before we start the game. Also wanted to remind you that there is a winning prize at the end of this tourney, which is 120 USD. That big moolah. Chunky. That's a lot of money. I mean, there are a lot of things that I can do with it. So don't get me started, but Flatter, if you were participating in this event and you got your hands
Right.
on that kind of money, what's the first thing that you're gonna do with it?
So, if I guess I win the tournament from the prize pool, I think there's like 5,000 rupees that go to the first. I'm actually not sure. I think it's like 5,000 to 4,500 rupees that go to the winning team. That's gonna be split between 3 ways. 5,000, 3. So it all comes down to like, I don't know, 1,700 to 1,600 rupees each. Maths, guys, maths, quick math. 1,650 rupees each, and I would probably buy a webcam for my PC. I'm using my mobile phone right now as it's connected over Wi-Fi. Yeah, I would love a webcam. It's gonna make things a lot easier.
Fair. I completely agree with you. Hey, if I get that kind of moolah, man, I am talking about getting myself some good food because we've been catching this game for a while, and man's got to eat. So we're
Definitely
just
so.
waiting for this game to go on their way. We're just waiting for both the teams to join in, and we can go ahead and start the game.
All right, the game has actually begun. A bit of a bumping play just at the start of the game. Joxe, all speedy, looking to make a counter attack. Spinks is not gonna let him have it. Rez up onto the ball. Oh, Kevin looking to shoot it. Melodizer says stop. Spinks, a bit of a whiff coming in. That's gonna slow down the play a little.
Well, we
Spinks
have
back
seen
up on the ball.
Cringe Lord in the past play this kind of a gameplay where they want to actually force Roar to go ahead and make a mistake or a flip up before they go ahead and make their move. That's why it seems like at this point Cringe Lord is playing on the defense a lot. Roar has been hot since the last game. They're making a lot of plays, and it looks like they're doing the same. They're going with the same momentum at this point. A lot to watch out for as Kevin and Rez makes the plays and Sphinx stays on the back lines to hold the gameplay.
That is true. 1 minute in, and we have not seen a single goal. A pretty equal match up until now. Everybody is still collecting themselves from the break. So getting back into the coordination is going to take a little while. However, it has been 1 minute. We haven't seen any offensive plays. It's just been a lot of back and forth. Everybody's just protecting their goalposts mostly.
Absolutely. So at this point, since these teams have been since they're actually facing off for the first time amongst each other, it may seem like they're just getting a bit of gameplay. Oh my god, as I was talking about them getting used to the opposite team and understanding their gameplay mechanics, we see Gerald just take advantage of the fact that he completely took out that player and then gets the ball at the back of the net. What a way to start the game. And Cringe Lords have already put a goal at the back of the net. Great gameplay.
All right, so I might just be wrong in my prediction.
Well, not yet. You did say that it might just have 2 goals. It might be a 5-2. So we are still up in favor of Cringe Lords. I also did say that I was expecting Roar to come off of it on the upper hand, but the game is still afoot. We just started in, and oh my god, is anybody going to challenge that? Jarrell once again. Man's already on a hat trick. Second goal in from further than half of his side. What a beautiful shot. I'm not too sure what happened there with Kevin. Completely whiffed that one, and is really, really costly. What do you think about that, Flatter?
All right, Spinks, I want you to score 5 goals now without getting scored on. So, I win the bet. You gotta help me out, man. For RLCS, come on, do it for RLCS.
No way! No shot!
Spinks. This is exactly what you're supposed to do. Good job.
Hold up, Sphinx. Are you listening to us? How did you know when to hit that goal? It seems almost he was waiting for the moment.
Definitely. So it's all going according to the plan. 4 more goals, Spinks. Come on, you can do it. Although I'm actually not siding with any team here. I do want the underdogs to actually, take one game off so that Raw does end up on the back foot, and we might just see a very much closer game in the coming games of the series. Rez looking to make a play onto Spinks. Gets a good save by Joxay. Could have been deadly. Spinks gonna have possession again. Send it over to Kevin.
No! That is such great gameplay, end to end. They had the ball in control all throughout. What great passing! It seems like at this point, Roar has got a taste of blood, and they just want to win.
Oh my god! You see Melodizer. You see those wave dashes? Oh my god. The amount of wave dashes with the speed. Even with 0 boost.
Yeah, boost. He Melodizer is already answering that question like, boost what? Sphinx checking the ball there. That double pass needs a player to go ahead and finish. Unfortunately, Melodizer comes there with that save. Rez has the ball to finish. 3-man defense. That ball is not going to the back of the net. Joxer got the ball in. Nobody there to challenge him. Still has the ball in his control, but then gets defended by Rez. So it looks like both teams have complete control on the ball. It's not going one-sided. Jez! Rez with the ball. Will he finish? Joxer! Oh, no! Not too fast. Wasn't able to go ahead and capitalize it. Great goal off of that pass there, Rez. Complete control. And with that, we are all the way up to 3-2. I correct myself, 2-all. They've come from 2-0 to 2-all. What a way to come back, Roar.
Perfect. This is all going according to plan. Spinks up on the ball. Is gonna beat one of them. Never mind. Joxay looking to make an offensive play here. Does send it to his teammate. Jarrell does get stopped. Melodizer up onto the ball. Goes for a flip reset pass. Is not able to get the reset. Joxay. Everybody's trying to center the ball for their teammates, failing to do so. Good defense coming in from Roar. Spinks. An offensive play. Joxay looking to clear the ball. Everybody's up. Everybody's missing except for Spinks. Spinks got a good clear on the ball there. Still a bit dangerous. Spinks. Oh my god, what a banger of a shot.
We gotta watch out for those long-range shots, man, because they know how to put the power behind it instead of the ball flying away, not giving you enough of time to go ahead and defend. We see both teams actually lashing it out, but it seems that Roar have more of a strategical approach. We're seeing Spinks and Rez as being the only ones in front, and leaving. We're seeing Rez and Kevin as being the only ones in front, and leaving Spinks to go ahead and defend. Whereas for a team Cringe Lords, we're seeing them all over the map in all positions. I'm not too sure what's going on, but Melodizer for now is actually using the back flanks to actually make his play.
Good analyzing there. And I, just as you keep saying that, I'm becoming more and more suspicious. Have you played this game or not? It's just, starting to become a little more adamant about how much you've played this game, Kals. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You are hiding something. Are you SSL in disguise?
Well, I think at this point it's hard for us to see if Flatter's in the game. His voice is just cutting out, chat. Can you hear him?
Oh my god, yeah, of course.
Well, that was my weak and feeble attempt to ignore you there, Flatter, but as we move on to the game, Jarrell goes ahead and demolishes Kevin. Gonna go ahead and bring this game into overtime, but things can still change. The ball is still in play. We see
Kevin
Roar in control of it. Might just get the ball at the end of the net. Melodizer's not there, but they finish right there at the end of the game. Oh, no.
Oh god, that was beautiful.
Cringe Lords, you guys almost had it to overtime. Melodizer, not the right time for you to fall asleep, buddy. What's going on?
What a shot by Spinks, top left corner, shutting the game down without even going to the overtime. As the team name suggests, no. We are not going to overtime. Good shot there by Sphinx. Close it down. The game does not get the 5 goals as I imagined, but I will take it. First game going in favor of Roar. It is a best of 3, so they still have a chance. Melodizer, Joxy, and Gerald still looking for some kind of plays in order to make their goals more offensive, making a bit more offensive plays. They have a lot of saves. They just need more on the offense side. They did have one opportunity to score right before the game got over, so this could have been anybody's game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I just love how Roar stole that win right before the clock became 0. They turned a no game into a yes game. That is a thief in the night, Roar. You crazy, crazy people. You guys are the hot favorites going forward. I mean, I just love the gameplay. And I just love that how you're listening to the casters and scoring goals when we need you to. Now, it's actually getting really, really close, Flatter, if I may say, to the fact that it looks almost scripted. Now, coming back to the gameplay there, we see a bit of interference there with Flatter's camera, but not to worry, he will be actually right back.
Yep, sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back, Flatter.
I definitely told my family to, just not come around.
But that is completely fine. That is completely fine. I'm sure your dad was coming to tell you at that point, what a great game, son. We're looking for Roar to go ahead and jump into the second one. I could hear your dad saying that on the microphone.
Yeah, definitely. It's fine. You don't need to worry about it.
All right. Oh well, you know what? I'm gonna give this to chat. Rohan, you had the better answer there. It was definitely his dad said, "Are you winning, son?" But as we were going ahead and taking a look at that, we see the game is already underway, and we already see a win coming out there for Roar. They've already put a goal at the back of the net.
Well, 12 seconds in.
That's a really fast way.
They have made it pretty adamant that they are here to win that money. Another goal coming in from Roar, 20 seconds in. That's 2 goals. Gerald and his team crumbling under pressure here.
Absolutely. I'm not too sure what kind of a pep talk the Roar had just now, but wow, what a way to come back into game number 3. Fighting it out, dishing it out, making it really hard for them to win. Are you kidding me? Like, what's going on, guys? They've got 3 goals in a matter of 10 seconds. Under 10 seconds.
I just minimized the game. What? 3 goals? Okay.
What is going on? Team Cringelords, where is your defense, guys? Roar is walking all over you. They've got 3 goals down. What a great gameplay. Maybe at this point, this might be a big 5-head gameplay here by Team Cringelords, where they're just giving them the lead, but they want to come back really, really flawlessly, or it might just be crumbling under pressure. What do you think about this, Flato?
It's just the pressure. I think Gerald is pretty much writing a dot in the text chat just makes it pretty evident that he is pretty disappointed with his performance this game. A minute in, they are trying to make some goals. Gerald, that was possible. That goal was possible, and he missed.
Well, a lot of pressure here on Team Cringelords. I mean, they are trying to do their best, but Roar is making it look very, very easy at this point. 3-0 in favor of Roar, looking like the really dominant team here in the match so far. Moving on in the game, we're seeing a lot of position of the ball here with the Roar. I'm not too sure if they're holding the ball on purpose to make it difficult for Team Cringelords to come to their half and then opening up the map, or if they're just actually, just flexing on the whole 3-win lead. They still have the ball. They're making great plays. Kevin has the ball. Must pass to a teammate. Nobody there to receive it. Unfortunately, the ball falls right back into their half. This might be costly. This might be right off the goal. Jarrell with the ball with the pass through, but nobody to tap it in. Melodizer must come in for the finish. Needs a teammate to go ahead and put it in. Does for the double tap. Ball at the back of the net, but defended there by Kevin. Great gameplay.
Who's scoring? I don't understand. Rez and Kevin both were so close to scoring so amazing own goals. None of them did it. I don't understand why. There's such possibilities of good own goals, and what is saved by Kevin. Oh, wow. Just keeps on coming. So many saves.
Talk about the nick of time save. Rory just put on a defense here as Cringelords have finally found the momentum and attacking as a team. 1, 2, 3 hits to the goal, but everything defended there by Roar. Great defense there by Joxy.
Melodizer looking to make more plays. Gerald
on the other hand,
goal, finally.
I'm not too sure.
Sigh of relief.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there. I mean, it seemed as though Rez, yeah, it seemed that those Sphinx might have deflected that, but he just barely misses. Once again, a great and deadly riff. Getting the ball at the back of the net. This is the first time Cringe Lords have been managed to score this entire round here with 1 goal to their name. This might take that little pressure off of their back and give them that little breathing space that they needed. Hope is still there for Team Cringe Lords.
Definitely. They just need to score 2 more goals in a matter of 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and that's still half the game. If you can get scored on by like 3 goals in the first 1 minute, then this is definitely possible, and they make it possible. Oh my god. Come on, Melodizer.
No! Talk about being your own worst enemy. The ball hits the top bar there, doesn't go right in. Yet an open goal! That was really, really deadly. Really disappointing as well there for Team
This is just
Cringe
bad.
Lords, but unfortunately, Roar, they don't do that. They see a goal, they will score. They see people at the back of the net, they will score. 4-1 in favor of Team Roar.
Oh man. So 1 second. This game just got me. The first game was won by Raw, right?
That is correct. So this is game
Exactly.
number 2, and it seems like this game is also going in
Gonna be
favor of
taken by
Roar
Roar.
so far, with the advantage of 4-1. But we've seen the first 3 goals of the game went in 10 seconds, so anything can happen. It's still too early to call it.
Definitely. 3 goals left, however. People are looking for demos. People are looking for more saves. People are looking for just some kind of weird counter attack. Nobody's in the right mind, especially in well, what's the team name again? Roar? No, wait.
Yeah, we got Roar and Cringe Lords, and there
Cringe
we
Lords,
go!
right.
Cringe Lords puts a goal right back at the net. That's the answer to your 4-1 lead. We will make it 4-2, and we are coming for that 4. That money looks sweet, and we want some of it too. Great gameplay there by Cringe Lord, putting the ball at the back of the net. Roar is facing a very difficult time holding on to that lead, but let's see what just happens.
2-goal lead still possible for Cringe Lords to take it back. Joxe trying to make a play here. Oh, Kevin fakes him out, has possession, spends it over to Sphinx. Sphinx tries to bump Melodizer, fails to do so. Jarrell sending it over to Joxe. Jarrell decides not to go up for it. Oh my god, Melodizer. That's a good touch. That's a good touch. Rez not the best touch, and Joxe misses the shot on target. Joxe, come on, what are you doing?
That might be really costly, and oh no, Sphinx has the ball but gets defended there by Melodizer. Looks like at this point, Team Cringe Lords are coming together. They're doing most of what they were doing first in the other matches. They were getting demolitions, they were getting plays, moving in out of the team, always covering for the teammate. They were doing so much of it, but looks like that momentum has been blocked now. Looks like Roar is still in the riding seat of the car. As a metaphor, I could choose a better one, but we're playing Rocket League. It's all about cars, right? And with that, what a great finish, Sphinx! Oh my god! What angles are you shooting from?
What a touch. Amazing. Even Jarrell can't save that, and he was on the near post. He did not expect Sphinx to get a second touch there. Not like that, at least.
I am not even kidding you. I'm not even sure if that was geometrically acceptable, but we'll take it. Great
3-goal
shot
lead
there.
for Roar.
Absolutely. Jarrell does get manages, but oh no, Kevin, great save. I thought that one's going in the back of the net.
They have a total of 8 saves this game. 8 saves.
Well, they're all over the place. This is not Quidditch, but they're not letting that go at the back of the net even. Game will come to an end. At the best, Cringe Lords can make it a 5-3, but it looks like at this point, GGs have been called. Roar is in the driving seat with a 2-0 win over Cringe Lords. And we are gonna go ahead and move on to the next game. Wow. Talk about coming back and winning strong, Roar. Talk about coming back and winning strong.
Oh, possible? No. Jarrell, come on. That's rather unfortunate. So, Cringe Lords are going to be moving on to the lower bracket.
You said it right. Well, Roar is going ahead and put Cringe Lore in the lower bracket. They also went ahead and put Among Us in the lower bracket. So at this point, it looks like Roar is the one to go ahead and slay everybody down. As far as this game, they've had an easy, they've had a complete clean win. There's been nobody to challenge them. And we're just waiting for that team to come back and give them a run for their money.
Okay, I can't believe my eyes. Among Us was beaten by Never Gonna Give You Up. The team Never Gonna Give You Up. It's made of the roster. 1 second. Never, Haste, and Time. What? How is this possible? This is
Hmm.
This
Well,
is a
it
rather.
is.
This is the biggest upset in the series. Did they leave? Did what I say happened? Did they just leave? Did they get
Well,
disqualified?
well, we're gonna have to take a look at that right now. Let's go down to the lower bracket and see what's going on. I mean, it shows that Roar is going ahead and put down Cringe Lord in the lower brackets. And we are going to see NSG and yes, go ahead and battle it out in the lower bracket. So we're waiting for that game to go ahead and end, after which we will get Cringe Lord playing either NSG or yes, one of these
All
two
right.
teams.
So, Kals, we just received information. Sig's Wi-Fi died, and they had no choice but to forfeit. So, at least they didn't abandon. At least they didn't forget that there was a tournament. It was just sad that they had to forfeit. Very unfortunate.
Well, that was really something else. Talk about coming all the way this far and then having to actually drop down because of the loss in internet connection. That's really, really sad. That really, really is sad.
Very unfortunate. I was expecting to see a Raw versus Among Us Esports in the finals. That unfortunately did not happen. We are going to be taking a short break here. Are we? Are we taking one?
Well, not too sure here. I mean, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and take a look at the brackets here. I mean, we do have a lot of games left, so it seems like we might not be taking a break here, guys. We're not gonna go anywhere. We want to get right into the games and see exactly what's gonna go down. I mean, these players have been battling it out. They played so many matches so far. Their blood is hot. They want the money and they want it now. So breaks aside, let's just jump into it and see what's gonna happen.
All right. No more breaks. Perfect. Let's begin the game. So we have let me look at the brackets really quickly. The two teams that are going to be playing against each other. This is the losers bracket, and Cringe Lords are going to be going up against yes. Is that right, Kals?
Yes. So with that, we're going to see a game here between Cringe Lord and yes. We're just waiting for the teams to come into the lobby, and once they do, this match will be underway. Now, we've not got the chance to go ahead and take a look at what yes's lineup is. So, Flatter, do you want to go ahead and read who's part of their team?
Sure. Yes has a roster Bunny Dummy, Squiggly, and Catalog. Very renowned names in this team. Bunny being also the part of the team that won the Kickoff Asia Elite. Squiggly being part of the highest levels of RLCS as well, and Catalog also a renowned 3v3 player. So yeah, a pretty good competition we have for going up against Cringe Lords.
Absolutely. So there's also, once again, a lot of skill in this team, a lot of big names, which means they'll be bringing a lot of skill to the game as well. We're just waiting to see what they're going to do different. We do know that Cringe Lords have come up from the upper bracket down to the lower bracket. So they've faced the elites of the elites here in this competition, in this tourney so far. They've already got a taste of what it's going to look like, but is it going to cut it? Is yes going to be able to cut that much of gameplay and just show them something different?
Okay, do we really have to call them yes? That's going to be really confusing.
Well, for now, I mean, we could just say yes once and just
all right,
hope
yes.
that they are gonna be okay with it.
I think yes, that works. Yes, Kals, that works.
Okay, so with this, we're just gonna wait for the teams to jump in and Flatter. So
Yeah.
before we jump into the finals of the lower bracket, just wanted to ask you: are there any iconic goals so far, or gameplay so far, or even demolition so far that have really caught your eye?
That play last game by Spinks, that touch from the corner up into the goal where Jared was near post. That was definitely the highlights of the last few series. There might have been some near highlight of the games in the earlier series, but they just didn't make it into the goalpost. So there were a lot of attempts, but not all of them made it, except for the goal that was made by Spinks.
Well,
Do you remember the goal?
Oh, I completely remember that goal. That ungodly angle that he took off. I don't even know how he did that, but oh my god. That really opened my eyes, man. That really opened my eyes. I'm going to probably try that after we're done with the tournament myself.
How are you going to set up the angle? You need to fly for that.
And that's where you come in, my guy. So,
Okay.
With that being said, let's just jump into the game that we have afoot here.
All right, we are almost a minute in, and no goals have been scored by either of the teams. They are trying. There are a lot of banging shots. Nobody's looking for slower plays. Might just be the right decision when there are a lot of mechanical gods around. You don't want to dribble. It's gonna be very dangerous. However, let's see if somebody decides to go for it. Time. Has possession, sends it over to his teammate. Good intercept by Bunny. Haste. Sends it over one of them. Catalog on new rocket on the new rocket pass Gar. It looks like Gar from the future, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. It definitely does look. I mean, it looks really, really beautiful, man, if anything. I mean, it's got the lighting, it's got the color, it's got the valor as well. But we just want to remind everybody in chat, this game is not between Cringe Lord and Yes Yes. This game is between Yes Yes and NSG. So this is obviously a lower bracket game. This is before the semifinals. And with that, we've just got a win. Bunny from team Yes Yes has just gone ahead and put the ball right at the back of the net. What a beautiful turtle shot there, right towards the corner. Great celebration as well.
Okay, so this is the game right before the finals. Not the semi-final.
Absolutely.
And it is a best of one, so no more second chances here.
Absolutely. So it's a one and done. Bring it, take it, or leave it. Seems like at this point, Yes Yes does have the control of the ball. They're actually pushing the ball in the opposition's net, and they're literally just playing in the opposition's net throughout. They have not stepped into their half as far as we've been able to tell. 2 minutes and 56 seconds on the clock, and they've got a goal in their favor as well.
All right,
Ooh.
NSG looking to make a counter attack here, but they're failing to do so. Yes, Bunny almost gets a shot on target. Good save by NSG. Time. Looking to make a play. Bunny, so much pressure being applied by Yes. Bunny looking to make another goal. He fails to do so. NSG are now on the counter attack. And Never is looking to make a pass onto the center. He gets a demo. Time just gets a demo. Instead, Haste sends it back. Bunny. Never looking for an intercept, decides not to go, so Time is on the backboard, gets it over two of them. One remains, gets a good touch. That's a good pinch. 3 minutes in, only one goal lead for Yes Yes. Could be anybody's game still.
Just like their team name, Yes Yes has been all around the game. They're saying no to nothing. They're playing their hearts out. They do have the advantage right now, which means they can comfortably sit and try and play different kinds of gameplays, be a bit more adventurous, take a bit more risks. But right now, we can see the NSG is doing everything they can to try and put the ball at the back of the net. They're making three-man plays. They're making two-man plays as well, having somebody at the back as well. And with that, they've just gone ahead and scored. Great gameplay there by Haste.
So when you were saying they can take risks, maybe they should not have taken risks.
Well, we can safely say that NSG went ahead and capitalized on the part where they were two-man in the side of the line as well. They double-teamed it, went ahead and tapped it in. They passed the ball as well at the right times. Look at this. Haste is already on the ball. He already has it in, but then gets deflected as well.
Oh, that was a very dangerous play by Catalog. Squiggly has a chance to make a counter play here. He needs a good clear, not the best clear, however. Haste is gonna whiff on the ball, and Time is gonna get another goal.
Wow, talk about that reply there. NSG is coming back hard right after that goal. Even though they went ahead and put the ball in the back of the net once, they're already back in that half. They're pressuring Yes Yes to an extent where they're not giving them time to breathe. I think for the latter part of that goal, Never was just sitting at the back of the net. He wasn't even in play.
That is true. Catalog, that's not the best touch. Squiggly, however, there is to protect his teammate from making a mistake. Haste sends it over to center. Squiggly makes sure nobody gets the shot there. Looking for a play, gets a bump on it. Bunny trying to make a passing play. Catalog too close to the ball. That's going to turn out to be deadly. Squiggly. That is going to go out. That's not going to go in. Lucky.
Great demolition there. Takes out Squiggly from the play. They did have the momentum. Squiggly did have the ball there. Squiggly is also the one making the plays here. Catalog tries to do something. Bunny tries to place the ball in play. Needs a teammate to come and finish. Goes up high in the air, but no one to go ahead and finish that. Squiggly, on the other hand, has to make a defensive play here. Haste has control of the ball. Looking for a teammate, and the goal is on! The goal was unprotected!
Yeah, maybe they should not have taken the risk, man.
Oh, the gameplay here by NSG. How are they making these plays? They're finding moments when the goal is undefended to put the ball at the back of the net. At that point as well, they were so heavily under fire there by Squiggly, but they still managed to make the most of it.
2-goal lead for NSG. Yes, even though they looked very strong at the start of the game. Now on the back foot, 10 seconds left. They are probably not going to be taking this game home. And so is the series. They are going to get a second goal here.
No
3-goal lead.
way! How is this happening in the nick of a second, man? Smashes it at the back of the net. Catalog there coming in with the bazooka of a shot. There's no way to save that ball, man. They still
That
have
is
3 seconds on the clock. I mean, if they keep the ball up in the air, they can still make this a tie. Quigley with a lot riding on his shoulders.
Oh no.
But unfortunately, the game still goes to NSG. Oh my god, I'll be honest with you, I was holding my breath all throughout that last 3
What
seconds.
a comeback. What a comeback by NSG. They played extremely well. They figured out how to deal with the team's strategies, with the SS strategies, and with the last few minutes they just banged one goal after another.
Talk about it. Yes, you had me there to the last 5 seconds of the game. I love how you guys pushed to try and get that goal. You gave everything you'll have, but unfortunately, they can only be one winner. NSG moving into the finals of the lower bracket. They will now face Cringe Lords. It's great to see that they got a bit of gameplay in, which means their blood is warm. They've got the gameplay in. They know the tactics. They just want to be led onto the arena where they can draw blood.
Definitely. So we are going to be directly moving on to the finals of the lower brackets, where Cringe Lord is going to be going against NSG. Very close. I expect this to be a closer game. Now that Among Us is out of the scene, we can expect anybody to move on to the upper bracket finals now. Who do you think? Who do you have your money on? NSG or Cringe Lords?
Well, we've seen Cringe Lords actually take a 1v1 with Aurora, and they've been shut down and sent down to the lower brackets. Now, I'm not saying that they don't have what it takes, but I want to see NSG getting that chance at the title. It's all about the title. You know what I'm saying? They just want that one chance, and they're going to go ahead and, do what they can to reach up to the finals.
Definitely. So we are going to be starting this game. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the finals of the lower brackets. The person who wins here is going to be going up against Roar in the finals of the entire tournament. Again, let me remind you guys, as Cal so clearly does, under $120 on the line. That is a lot of money.
Oh, absolutely, guys. Think about it. It's the weekend. You want to get that moolah. There's a lot that you can do with it. And at the end of the day, right, who doesn't like another victory at the back of their arsenal? Who doesn't?
Definitely so.
And with that, we're just going to go underway. This is going to be the finals of the lower bracket. The winner of this will move on to the finals to play Roar. And that's when we'll know who's going to play the best of 5. So the winner of this game will not only play best of 3 now, but then they're going to have to play a best of 5 as well. So Flatter, if I may ask you, I mean, when there are times that you got to play so many matches back to back, what is the best kind of mantra to keep yourself in that, positive, that cool, calm mind?
Once you're through with the game, just forget it. Just get it done. You don't need to take the mind. You don't need to take the mindset of the same of one series to the next series, because you need a positive mindset. You need a new mindset. As this should at least be taken into consideration, especially when you're going against different teams with different skill sets and different mindsets. You cannot go with the same mindset for each team. People will understand how you can counter those plays. Okay, there's a little bit of a mess up here. Are they looking for a restart? They are not.
Well, very soon we're going to go ahead and jump into the game. We've got both teams already in here. We've got Cringe Lord and NSG battling it out. This is going to be a best of 3, might I remind everybody in the chat. And this is definitely the final of the lower bracket. So these teams have been here. They've gritted it out through the dirt, and they want a chance to jump back into heaven.
All right, so we are going to be continuing with this game. They have decided to give the possession to NSG. Sorry, not NSG. My bad. Cringe Lords.
Well, we've seen these players play. We know exactly how they play. We've been awed by the kind of gameplay. So, Flatter, I completely agree with you. Time and time again, it's really hard for us to keep a track of the names. But we've seen these players play before, so it's really hard for us to understand what team they're representing now. So I completely understand where you're coming from.
All right, Melodizer looking to make a play, a passing play over to Gerald. He does get it. Gerald looking for a ceiling shot. Joxe pinches it onto the corner. He wants to keep the possession, does not want to give the ball back as a Christmas gift to NSG. Gerald already up, looking for a redirect pass. Melodizer almost gets a shot. What a save by Time.
Well, they're bringing the heat right now. We've not seen Cringelord play this kind of a gameplay. It's really fast. It's really quick pace. They're playing man for man. They're not overcommitting. And it looks like they're making it really hard for NSG to come back and reply with it.
Joxe trying to make a play, trying to keep the possession. Melodizer does have the possession, sends it over to the center for Gerald. Gerald decides not to go for it. Wise decision. Good patience. A very good clear by Gerald, keeping the pressure alive. Never decides to touch the ball at a later date. That makes sense. Melodizer, however, already intercepted, goes for a flip reset. A double commit coming in. Gerald could have capitalized on that, but failed to get the first touch.
Smart move there, Gerald. Actually bring the ball down in play so that they can redirect the ball then into the offense court. Joxe tries to get the ball out of the ceiling flip, but unfortunately manages to do so. Melodizer has the ball right out in the center. Needs a teammate there to go and finish, but it looks like at this point they want to capitalize. They want to actually go ahead and have a teammate in the defense rather than commit to that play. Joxe, on the other hand, pushes the ball right in play. We see the ball swinging from one corner to the other. We've seen NSG make these kind of plays. It's really far out plays where it looks like the ball might be out of play, but they're actually just passing to their teammate.
Oh my god.
The ball is not defended, and with that, great gameplay here by Cringelords pushing the ball right into the back of the net.
That was a three-man play versus Gerald. That is the team play of the series. Look at that. Contribution from each member of the team. First Gerald's touch, and then goes on to Melodizer over onto Joxe. That's one of the best goals I've seen.
Talk about synergy, and this team is the only one that comes to mind. Great three-man touch into a finish there. With that, Cringelords have managed to get the first goal win in the finals of the lower bracket. Can they keep it up? Can they keep up the momentum? We'll just see.
The attempt. Gerald almost gets it in. Melodizer decides to turn. Haste on the ball. Tries to send it to the heavens. Stopped by Joxe. Gerald takes it back to the ground and is able to score a perfect goal onto the bottom left corner. Good pass by Joxe.
Talk about getting in another goal. So that is what I was actually talking about. I mean, Cringelords, they've already faced the elites of the top. They're used to the kind of gameplay. They know what's coming their way. So this might just be a pit stop for them when it comes to NSG. NSG have been in the lower brackets and they're trying to do their best to get out of it. But let's just see if they can actually push where they need to.
That's kind of very interesting way to put it.
While we were thinking and reminiscing of that, we see Cringelord push another ball in the goal. Oh my god, I don't really know what's happening right now. It seems that Cringelord is all over the map. They're finding all the right angles. They're pushing NSG to make moves where they don't want them to be. And then they have the goal completely wide open. This is the third time, but they were not at all challenged for this kind of goal.
Definitely so. And Cheryl, now he's going to get early possession. It's a bit awkward. He doesn't care. He does get off one of them. Gets a flip reset. Joxe helps him out there. That's a very perfect team play. Melodizer still on the ball. Now, Haste has a chance to score the shot. Goes for a pre-flip onto a pass. No. Why would you guys do that? What?
Not too sure what happened there. They did have the advantage. Seems like at this point, Time just pushes it in. And that looked a bit too easy. I mean, let's just talk about what happened before this. Vlada, what do you think actually was going through their mind?
So I expected Joxe to be in the position where Haste was, or either Melodizer, because the third man just I guess went for the boost instead of the ball there. That's just how it is sometimes. You expect your teammate to get a perfect touch and one of the easiest misses, and then you have an open net for the enemy team.
Talk about it. That boost was a really costly choice. I mean, in most games, that might be something you can do, but not this one. Definitely not this one. Joxe, on the other hand, with the defense, passes right to Time, but he wasn't able to capitalize with it. Neville, on the other hand, has the ball in control, but they get deflected right out. Joxe with an open net. Has the pass, has to make a play here. What does he do? Centers it in the center. Haste in the ball. But that gets defended by Haste. I was actually expecting.
Decision.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
really
absolutely. I was actually expecting somebody from Cringe Lords to be in the center that they kind of receive that ball and make a play.
They did not. They did not make that play so that there would be no chance for a counter attack.
Exactly.
And it
That is
worked.
where it was a smart decision for them to play towards their strengths. They already have the man advantage. Don't take stupid risky plays and overcommit and
that's a
play
triple
to
commit.
your advantage.
Time is just. It's just probably lost hope for this game. Not doing much. Jared looking for a flip reset pass. Time. Consolation goal maybe. Time and Never both up for the ball, and they do get it. What an amazing goal. Good coordination.
One before the game ends. You know what they say, punch minute or they do. So we got that in. We've got one more goal in. We've got Cringe Lords going ahead and dominating the first game with a 3-2, a very close game if I might add. And we're going to move on to game number 2. Let us remind everybody in chat, this is a best of 3. And we're going to move on to game number 2. So, seeing as how Cringe Lords have been actually the ones making the moves this game, I mean, let's look at the stats, right? We've got Melodizer hitting 3 shots in. He's the last man playing in for his team, the last man on the defense line, which means he got the void aspect before coming in and actually making a play. We've got Jarvel, who's been making the plays on the side with those ceiling passes. And we've got Joxy as well, making those final passes at the end. So, what do you think is going to change for the second game? Do you think NSG might have tried and decipher what the game is about and come through with a different kind of a mindset, a different kind of gameplay as well?
So, as you'd expect here, there were a lot of shots by Cringe Lords. So I guess they do have complete control of the field. So you want to see demos from NSG so that they can divide the control. They can take more control from Cringe Lords, and if they get more control, they'll have more chances for possession plays, counter attacks, and so on and so forth. If you get more counter attacks coming in, then that's the only time you get to score, or just straight up demo plays. But those are risky when the opponents are mechanically better than you. So they might have to look for more control on the field. And that can be done by expecting and pre-flipping into plays. That's still less that you'd think that it's more risky as demos, but that's still less riskier than demos, because when you go for demos, you're just committing to the play.
Absolutely. It's a do or die moment when you're trying for demos. And now with that, we are moving into the second game of the best of 3 here. We've got one team who has to defend it for the title and one team who's got everything riding on it.
Haste. What a pinch off of Choksei. Looking to make a counter attack. Melodizer is not going to have any of that. That's a bit of a whiff coming in from Never. Time is going to look for a counter attack. Jarrell misses the shot here. That was not expected by any member of the NSG. They could have had a counter attack play. The pressure is still on. That's a double commit coming in. Haste misses the pass over to Never, and that is another opportunity lost for a goal to be scored. See, Jarrell sent it back towards the corner here. He wants to keep the possession. He doesn't want to give the possession. He has the boost control. He has the possession, and that's the only reason. That's the only reason why NSG would crumble under pressure against Cringe Lords.
Oh, this is very risky. Melodizer being the one to actually make the move there. He was the last man, which means somebody had to go ahead and fill his place. Never did understand that. Goes ahead and tries to make a fast play, but Joxy is right there to go ahead and reset the momentum.
Joxy with an amazing banger. Send it across the field. Never. That's not the best touch. Jarrell is already there. Good save by Haste. See, here there's so many whiffs coming in from NSG. They gotta tone down those whiffs. They even if they are able to save the shots, never mind. They're not gonna be saving this one. They don't have the boost. They don't have the possession. There's so many whiffs. It's just, I guess the pressure is finally getting on their nerves, and that's why the first goal was caused, because NSG did have so many opportunities to score. But then again, you'd see in the first 2 minutes, they already have 3 shots as compared to 1 shot by Haste.
Talk about that last minute goal. I mean, he really did try to go ahead and defend it, but unfortunately, it's just like you said, they've been whiffing so much. That means that they have another player to go in and complete that move, which is why they're losing out on such crucial moments. And just with that, just as we were talking about whiffing, they had to defend that there, right on the closest post, as Melodizer had to take that first touch. Oh, disaster has struck here for Team NSG. Cringe Lords are the one taking full advantage of the situation with a 2-goal lead in game number 2.
Well, we are looking at NSG. Cringe Lords have been playing phenomenally. They played very well against Raw. They played very well against the other teams that they've gone against in the series, and they are prepared. They are prepared to face every kind of team, and you would expect them to put up a fight against Raw if they do manage to make it to the finals, which does seem very likely. They have 2 goals in the second game.
Talk about coming back with a lot of heat. Cringe Lords is showing this game how it's supposed to be done. It looks like they're preparing. It looks like they're preparing for the finals as they're gonna go into and face Roar if they ever do win this match. And they're playing it to the T, right into the rule book. 1 man at the back, 2 men in front, and they are not overcommitting.
Definitely so. Joxe, okay. Bit of a bump coming in from Joxe over to Melodizer. However, it's going to turn out well even after a double commit. Jarrell has a lot of boost, a lot of possession. Never, however, it's not going to let that happen. Joxe already up. Can he redirect it? Fails to do so. Haste.
Look at how Melodizer just did that backflip.
Just to send it over to
Pass it
his
to
teammate.
Joxe. Ooh.
Unfortunate. NSG is just too scared to make plays. You are never seeing them on the back on the offensive side where they're actually making Cringe Lords go back to their halves. They're just always there. Their offensive plays are just not working out against Cringe Lords.
I
Not
agree.
getting
They're
possession.
playing the react game instead of playing the act game, and that's where Cringe Lords are actually using that to their advantage. They're not playing anything. They're not making any plays that would make them overcommit, and at the same time, they're only making plays when they know that pushing the ball at the back of the net would be in their favor.
Definitely. So now here's a chance for Haste. Haste is sent, just touches over to the back, pulled not the best touch. A minute left. They have to make a play now in order to have a chance in this game. And the play they do make time. Good shot on net. Finally. My God.
Absolutely. Talk about making these plays. So it looks like Energy has finally understood what they should do and ensure that they can put the ball at the back of the net. They didn't overcommit. They didn't miss their shots. They let 1 man go towards the ball and let another man there come out from the defense and score. And that's exactly how they got that goal. So they're actually playing very, very smartly now. Very, very intellectually.
Jarrell is gonna send it over to Melodizer. Melodizer, oh no, that's gonna be hard. Melodizer is still able to save the ball. Time sends it over to his teammate. Good save by Jarrell. Haste is still there to touch the ball. Does get somewhat of a touch. Never decides not to go for it. Leaves it for Time. Time could have had more power on that shot. Should have made it more difficult for Melodizer. Time sending it over center again. Good save by Jarrell.
Really, really close game. And is doing
What a
everything they
flick.
can to go ahead and get that. What a great flick. Joxe must finish, but gets the bar. Never mind, on the other hand, never has ball control. 8 seconds on the clock. Will they equalize? Ball is in the half of Cringe Lords. It could just go anywhere. Just need 1 to finish. The goal is...
Oh,
Unfortunately,
that's the game.
Cringe Lord come through. GG's being called around. A really, really close game there, Flatter. Oh my God. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm not gonna lie. That was really crazy towards the end there.
560 points by Joxe. So many saves. He was the facilitator between his teammates. In threes, being the facilitator, being the communicator between the offensive and the defensive part is very important. I guess Melodizer did more of that. Jarrell, even if he was on the back foot, does not have a lot of points, but he was there when it was necessary. He made all the necessary touches for Joxe to make those plays. So goes for Melodizer. So this is exactly what you should be doing in threes, right? You don't always have to be the one on the offensive front. You need to make those. You need to make plays that make your teammates. That makes it easy for your teammates. To get those
Absolutely,
offensive
I can
shots.
completely agree with you. I mean, as much as Melodizer was the tempo controller of the entire game, Joxe was the one actually making the plays, opening up space for his team so that they could go ahead and finish and make things easier at the end of the day. So great teamwork there by Cringe Lords. They're going to be the ones moving into the finals to face off Roar in the best of 5. But before we get into that, we're going to take a little bit of a break and come right back. Don't go anyway, guys. We've finally come to the end of the tournament. A best of 5 is going to be called out. The best 2 teams in the tournament are going to be battling it out, and we just want to see how this one ends.
Definitely so. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back in 10.
No more patience when I'm feeling low. On vacation, my mind wants to go. Overthinking when I'm all alone. Out of focus from all the unknown.
All right, welcome back everybody to the finals of the Darkcraft 3v3 Rocket League tournaments. The very first, $120 on the on the line, and it all comes down to this. Also, there has been a slight change. Calzone had some unforeseen circumstances that he had to take care of, and instead we have Jacobo, my very
Hello,
own, very lovely Jacobo. Jacobo, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for introducing me. And yeah, this tournament is going great. I have been following it up, watching as a viewer, and saw that there's a need for my appearance, and I jumped in.
We
And
always need you, man.
I'm glad to share space with you again. This is so much fun.
As always, it's always fun to cast with you. It's casting with other people definitely is a new experience. But when you go back home to your old friends with casting, it's just comfortable. It's just like yes.
Very true. That's so true.
All right, so let's talk about the two teams. From the lower bracket, the team that has come up is Cringe Lord,
Cringe Lord. Yep. So it's Gerald Nadal, Melody, and Joxy.
Melodizer, and
And
Shocked. Yes. Oh, Melodizer is
and
Melody?
yes, Melodizer is Melody.
Oh, okay.
You know how
And
they keep changing the names.
oh
So
yeah, dude, it's been
yeah.
so confusing that the people who used to play together are now on different teams, and I'm like, what should I call you guys? What's going on? Why did you guys leave? And for the team that
And we
has
have
been absolutely dominating the competition, Team Roar involves Spinks, Spinks,
Kevin
Kevin,
and
and
Red.
Rez.
Yep.
Very
And
renowned
this,
names. I think.
yeah, I believe Sphinx is like 13-year-old SSL. Maybe he's 14 now. I used to hear him back
No, he's 13.
last
He's
year.
still 13.
Oh, he's still 13. Oh, that's
Yeah,
incredible. Oh my God. The
very sad.
APAC has some like big names coming once they get past 15 in
Definitely,
RLCS.
definitely. Let me just write this. Happy 15th birthday, Sphinx. This is nice. All right, a best of 5, everybody. The game has begun.
And the ball is already up, and we have Res doing a 50. Jaron Nadal will take the ball, and now Joxy has it, passes it back. Melodizer flicks it up, centers it, but it's a little too far. Now Sphinx with the ball. Can he pass it to one of his teammates? There's nobody there. Oh, Rez was there coming from behind.
Joxe looking for a possession play. Oh, Kevin sends it over to Rez. Rez looking to make an attacking play. Cheryl is not going to have any of that. Melodizer on the possession.
Jaral Nedden trying to double it, tries to center with the double. Rez will try to not a good touch, but Sphinx can follow it up. And he takes it to the corner. Tries to center it, and there's a chance. But it's a good clear from Joxy. It's good to see the ball going back and forth in both the halves in this minute. Shows that the teams are both very competitive against each other.
For the first minute, yes, that is exactly true. Melodizer, however,
There's a
scoring the
shot,
first goal.
and that's a great shot from Melodizer. Good pass from Jaron Nadal, pinching it from the ceiling.
I am gonna be completely honest. I was expecting a rather dominated performance by Spinks and the team, but this has turned out to be an upset, and I love it.
Yep, it's like the team that's coming from the lower bracket has the momentum going with them. So I think that's something that's benefiting them. Whereas it'll take maybe a game or two, or maybe just a few minutes before Roar also picks it up.
Definitely so. All right.
And this is a best of 5. To remind
Yes,
everyone,
this is a best of 5.
unlike the other games, this is a best of 5 finals.
Spinks goes for the boost, looking to get a touch on the ball. Probably should not have gone for the boost there, but it's fine. Rez is gonna be having a possession play, sending it over to Kevin. Kevin looking to make a passing play over to Spinks, goes for a pinch, fails to get it. 2 minutes in, and we've only seen one goal, and that is from Gerald. This might just be another one. Good save by Melodizer. So much back and forth, but if Cringe Lords are able to hold this lead down, that is going to be a really good start.
Yes, indeed. And so far they have defended well, and they are positioning well as well, following up each other's touches. But as I say, there's a shot, and there's an excellent save from Jaral Nadal. And now he's going up with the ball. He'll try to get a flip reset, doesn't get it.
2 minutes, 30 seconds in.
Yep, we already have half the game in, and going good. And there's a
Oh my god.
God,
What
that was
a
really
play
close.
by Melody. It took me the entire tournament to realize that Melodizer was actually Melody. Thank you for that sudden realization. Joxer with a good save. They need to make another play here. They need to seal the deal of this game. Rez trying to send it over to center. Spinks is not gonna let Joxer have it. A bit
It's
of
a double commit.
a miss coming in from Roar. Spinks takes the ball up, looking for another passing play. Rez trying to read the touch of the corner, is not able to get it. Melody.
In general, I'm noticing this cringe. I think cringe Lord that the team name was. I'm sorry.
Yes, cringe Lord.
Yes, yeah, their chemistry is much better. I feel their spacing and understanding of each other's touch compared to Roar, who may not have played so much as a team. But as I said, they proved me wrong.
Caster's
You know
curse.
the Caster's
Caster's
curse.
curse. F. Oh, Kevin with a really good touch, and that is just
Indeed.
unfortunate for Joxer to get that save from Rez. 1 minute 18 seconds left. 1-1. This is a pretty close game. Even if Rez Spinks Kevin might
Let's see what
might have
Spinks.
more mechanical plays, right? They might have more mechanical skill right
Exactly.
now. The team right now, the synergy coming in from Cringe Lords is definitely helping them take this competition equal.
A slow shot from Jarrell, but there's a center, but Sphinx will clear it. The Melody is up. Will pass it to Jarrell, but not a great pass. But Jarrell makes most of it.
Okay, when sending it over to Spinks gets a good 50. Rez has a shot on target that actually works out very well for him. That goes in. That he might the opponent would have been saving that. That was actually a very smart decision. I don't know if it was
Yeah,
calculated.
it looked like he was going for the shot, but maybe he like at this level you really understand. Like it's not a time for the
Worked
shot.
out perfect. Worked out perfectly for him. 1 goal lead for Roar. They have been able to come back. Gerald trying to get the game back in his hands.
Sphinx having really good 50s. Both the goals have
Oh
come
my
from
God.
one of the 50s from Sphinx.
Look at that demo. So many bumping plays coming in from Roar, making the cringe lords off balance. So many bumps. Are you seeing this?
Indeed, they are trying to break down the defense of each other, and there's a chance for Jarrell. But Kevin make sure to clear it. The Joxy will miss the
That might have
ball,
been the
and that's
only
an
chance.
awkward.
That might have been the only chance for Team Cringe Lords to get a goal this game. Spinks sends it back onto the ground, and
That's
that's
it.
first game.
I was hoping for a bounce at the end, but it was just a bit millisecond late. So Rod
Alright.
picks it up eventually.
Yeah, they do
despite the
pick it up.
first goal going to Cringelot. Yep.
Amazing team coordination from Gerald and the team in the first few minutes. However, they did break down after the bumps. They might have to figure out how to deal with these bumps.
Yeah, I hope they'll be able to accommodate against this, and it shouldn't be too difficult because Cringelot has overall a good. As I was saying, their defense and structure is better than synergy, and that's what Raw noticed as well, and that's why they started going for the demos, which really breaks down your rotations and causes problems with the synergy.
Yes.
Indeed,
They did have one
That's
chance
the right
to.
word.
They did have one chance to counter those demos by making a play. Gerald was, however, not able to make the shot in. So, okay, yeah, we're just getting this in. So it's 2-0 right now, bruh.
Oh no.
Oh my god, this is just sad. Everybody's like, what?
Is
Alright.
this the upper bracket advantage?
Is that how it works? Rohan just left the game. Hello? Our
Hello?
broadcaster just left.
Wait a minute. What just happened? Why did our broadcaster leave?
Broadcaster, broadcaster just joining it on stream on the Twitch stream. Just
This is going to scuffed. But we are watching the match. We will update the viewers. It's 4:55 0-0.
all right. This is where our casting shows up. We got to let the
Indeed.
viewers know what's happening. Never mind, Rohan's here.
Yeah,
What's up,
Rohan
Rohan?
is back. You haven't missed anything if you have been watching Rohan.
Definitely 20 seconds in, no goals for any of the teams. However, there's a lot of confusion over to why there is a 1 goal lead for Sphinx and the team, and this is because they were in the upper bracket, right? And when you go up against in the finals, when you go up against losers, winners of the losers bracket, you get one goal, you get one win lead. It's kind of actually something that is mentioned in tournament regulations for Rocket League, and it has happened earlier before. People should know about this.
Yeah, actually, people, if there's a bracket reset, then I don't think this is followed. But in our case, we have a game advantage.
Resets, it is not followed, but before the bracket reset, this is, however, the case.
I see. So this is kind of a do or die match for this series for Fringe Lords. I thought Rez was going for the shot. Sphinx almost gets it.
Melodizer
has some
to
space.
show up here. Melody, Jarrell have to show up here. They need to be as defensive and as offensive as possible. They need to show up their mechanics. They need to set up shots. This is do or die, as Jacobo said. Jarrell looking for a bump over to Sphinx, fails to get it. Shoxer with a good save. Melody did have a chance to shoot here, decides not to go for it. Jarrell send it over. It's gonna be sending it over to Joxy. Never mind, he goes up for a shot directly.
Really close.
It's a good save by Sphinx.
As you say, Jarrell and Melody have to step up their game, but I think Joxy also has to step up his. In the last game, especially, I didn't see a lot from Joxy, and I think that's kind of like missing link at the moment. If Joxy steps up, then the team can definitely put up a very good fight, and there's a chance.
Definitely.
Oh, that's a great save from Sphinx.
Even if the slightest part of Sphinx's car touches the ball, it just stops. The ball just stopped.
Yeah.
The amount of car positioning knowledge the Sphinx has is overwhelming. He knows how to flip into the wall, where to flip and when to flip. That just makes it and then that's why he has such good 50s.
Indeed, patiently observing your opponent's touches makes you capable of making those decisions, which is something like the lower ranked players often don't realize, and they just commit at the ball.
Definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the finals. 2 minutes left on the clock, and this is the third game of the series, the second game of the series technically, but it's 2-0, and it's do or die in this best of 5 match.
There's an open net, and Jarrell
is gonna be taking the first goal.
That was the slowest shot I felt. Like, I was so afraid that it gets saved. I wish Jarrell just shot it a little bit faster.
Definitely.
So it wouldn't have been so close.
Definitely want this game to go up into the last game if possible. Joxy demos Kevin. He could have gotten the ball, but the demo slowed him down. Melody is gonna get beaten by Sphinx.
And that is really good save coming from Joxy.
That's a very dangerous shot on target. Melody with a good save.
It's a good clear. Joxy may not have boost.
I expected Joxy to take over that shot, but I guess he probably did not have boost, as you said. Melody is making the plays necessary for their teammates. Shooting abilities rather, but nobody is there to receive his plays. Like just here, Joxy, that was Melody is making the necessary assists that he needs to. Sometimes they're just either too slow or too fast. Jarrell. Rez sends it over to O'Kevin. O'Kevin with a banger of shot on backboard.
And that
converted. He fails to do.
Sphinx didn't go for the shot there. I was hoping he would shoot, but he goes for another backboard pass. Now Sphinx has some space, bangs it up. Rez is too far, but still gets the touch. I don't think Sphinx expected the double touch from Rez.
Definitely. So 40 seconds left. They just need to hold on for 40 seconds. Joxy missed the shot. He almost own goal. Oh wait, Joxy felt like was own goaling there.
True.
That's
so a great play, but unfortunate. You see, Sphinx was spotting O'Kevin, who was already up in the ceiling.
What a touch by Kevin. What an amazing touch by Kevin. Showing up in the last few moments of the final series.
You just can't give so much space to Raw. They'll set up these insane mechanical plays that are so difficult to defend against.
Melody looking for a pass down center. Joxy trying to do the same. Just keep on shooting the backboard again and again. 15 seconds left. This might go to overtime. However, this demo might be costly. Good save coming in. Joxy has a chance to set up a musty here. No, there was not enough power. The ball
And
is
looks like
still
this
up.
game, I think it'll go to overtime unless
Jarrell needs to
it
close
does.
it right now. He fails to do so. They need a good kickoff here. It is gonna go into the possession of Spinks. Spinks, the man is hungry. He gets one. Does get demoed. However, that's the chance for Gerald to score, and he
And that's
does.
an excellent play. If he goes for the shot directly, that gets saved.
What a
The
play
decision
by
to go for the double
Choksey.
tap was perfect there. Because Rez was coming from his blind spot from behind, so he wouldn't even know if like a defender would have saved it from a direct shot. But he goes for the backboard double, and that's what makes the score. So that's a really great play coming from Jarrell, and a very good demo from Joxy to
Choksey as
enable
well.
that. Indeed. Players look to be confused about the score, the series score.
Bit of a
I think a
confusing moment.
game advantage in a best of 5 is, I mean, a lot of advantage. I think it's a big advantage.
Definitely, that is true. This would be the only setback this tournament has had since the start. The players were not informed of this, and that's why they're a bit agitated.
Most recently in the APAC qualifier we had for RLCS, it was a 1 game advantage in the finals, and the team from the losing bracket with the disadvantage managed to win the finals. So it's not unseen, but it's definitely a big feat if the lower bracket team gets to win this despite game disadvantage.
We might have to talk this out. Okay, so officially now the score is 1-1 again. We are back on the main foot. There is no more 1 game advantage for team Roar. This is basically now going to be a best of 3. 1 game was won by both Jarrell and
So is it like the rules are being made live on stream?
so if,
Or
yeah.
will we-
Yeah, we're winging it now. Yeah, we're winging it now.
Okay. So there's game number 3, and the score is 1-1. No game advantage anymore. That's good to know. We always
Yeah.
love to see a bracket reset match instead.
Definitely. So, Joxe looking to send it center to his teammates. A good save by Spinks. Jarrell trying to stop Spinks from making many more plays. Spinks looking for a ground bench. Melody, however, is there to stop it. Joxe sends it over for a pass. Kevin misses the shot. That's kind of awkward. Spinks is going to miss the shot as well for some reason. A lot of whiffs coming in. Okay, a lot of bumps coming in.
Team bumps, not something you would want to. A bad touch from Kevin. And Jarrell has a chance for a double, but no boost. But Joxy could have gone for the shot.
Oh my god, what a
Oh
save by
my
Spinks.
god. And that should be in. Yeah, thank you.
Good save by Jarrell.
That was too many backboard hits, and it had to go in one of those. And finally, Jarrell
Definitely.
gets the fortunate dunk.
Everybody is embarrassed of their plays.
Happens to the best of them.
Spinks trying to make a clear here. It's not the best touch. Rez, however, is gonna touch it. Oh, Kevin gets a good demo. Spinks has a chance to
There's
shoot
so
on
much
target.
space. My goodness. The entire team had the entire field, I think. I mean, you can't give so much space to Roar as they have set up incredible plays in the past and continues to do so. But there's a good pressure so far I'm seeing from Cringe Lords. And there's another
Melody.
chance for Melody. Goes for the pass. Oh, Gerald couldn't quite get it. Not sure why Rez was going for a flip reset in defense there.
Flashy. Jarrell. Probably gonna go for a bump here. He's gonna go to low. Joxe trying to send it to a center pass for Melody. Rez is gonna be intercepting that and shooting it on target. Spinks is there to redirect it to good save coming in from one of the boys in Cringe Lords.
Good 50 from Gerald Nandel. Will
It's
center
a
it.
really good pass. Joxe is not gonna go for it. That's a very smart decision. Melody. Not a lot
enough
of boost to work
follow
with.
it up. The Melody will follow it up.
Yeah,
Yep.
2 minutes 30
minutes
seconds in, and we're not seeing a lot of games as compared to the last game. This has been a pretty conservative game from both of the teams, except for the first minute where everybody was just messing up.
Yeah, but in overall, I see the ball is in the blue half for the longest time, and there's a lot of pressure being created by Cringe Lords. However, Roar is really good in defense and also in counter attacks. So, like here, they are going for a shot, and that's a great save coming from Melody.
The pressure is still on. Melody is the last one back. He gets a good save. It's not going to stop Kevin, however. Kevin changed from Octane to Fennec. From Fennec to Octane, rather. Spinks trying to send it center to his teammates. Goes over to Jarrell instead. Jarrell trying to send it center.
Is it pinching in net? It is.
2-goal lead for Cringe Lords. They are making Team Roar look like children, even if one of them is just like 13 years old. But yes.
Yeah, you shouldn't underestimate children in this game, at least. But so far, they are not in the lead, so can't really prove my point.
It's fine. If they're hearing the stream, they might want to step it up.
Indeed.
Oh, step up! They
It's an
almost
open
did.
net miss. Oh my goodness! It was a difficult one. You had to be shot really quick, but still, you gotta
Jarrell.
hit those.
That's a good demo by
Good
Melody.
demo.
It's not gonna turn into a shot on target. Spinks was ready for it. Melody looking to demo his teammate. Look at that with the vicious. He was running after Jarrell with vicious. And then he suddenly realized, oh wait, that guy's
The
mine.
wrong car.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a really good pre-flip touch by
And
Melody.
that-
Almost
that's a
gets
team
pinched.
pinch. Oh, he couldn't quite read that. Would have been insane double.
Joxe trying to slow down Kevin's play. Rez going for a double, does not have boost for the second touch. Spinks trying to keep on the pressure, goes for a double touch. Jarrell. Rez has a good 50. Kevin does get
There's an
bumped.
open net. Ooh. Good defensive
2-goal lead.
rotations from Cringe Lords.
Okay. Very interesting.
I think Laura has to go for more of these bumps and demos to disrupt.
Is that a third goal? Oh,
not
close.
yet. Because the synergy of the Cringe Lord is really good. They are spacing out well and following up each other's touches really, really well.
Definitely.
As
Joxe has
quickly Joxe is up, pass it to Melody.
unfortunate, but there is still a 2-goal lead, and they are going to be taking this game rather. It's 2-1. No, wait, is it 2-1?
Yes, it is 2-1
It is 2-1
in favor of Cringe Lords. Yeah.
in favor of Crenshaw. They need to win one more game in order to finalize the tournament win. Can they do it, or are we going to be seeing the final game in a best of 5 series?
I am super hyped for a bracket reset, so I would hope in either case they will, like Cringe Lord wins one game in this series.
That is true. If Cringe Lords manage to take this best of 5 series, we are going to be seeing a bracket reset.
And Rats has gone for a card change, so not sure if that will like elevate their gameplay a lot or left to be seen. But I hope it makes it more competitive than it was in the last game.
All right. Early possession play for Rez, goes for a double, fails to get it. Melody, that's a great escape. Spinks has possession, sends it up. He's gonna control it again. Melody gets
Misses the touch.
it's on the ball.
Nobody was expecting that.
Okay, everybody, calm down. What's going on here? Think about what you're doing. Oh, Kevin, trying to send it centers. Jarrell.
Not sure why Kevin was passing to Gerald.
Oh wait, right. Oh, Kevin is not in the team.
Yeah. I literally checked the team sheet once again to be ultra sure that they are
Great
not
pass,
in
Kevin,
the
great
same
pass,
team.
great pass. 1 goal lead for Trench Roads.
The Sphinx with the ball will go for the shot, and this is demo. This is a great save from Melody. He was covering the angle really well.
Spinks, oh no, he missed.
Oh, that
Unfortunate.
was a difficult angle.
Jox's pinch is not going to go anywhere. Let's go to Kevin, however. They're not able to convert it into a goal. These teams are not playing up to the mark, how they usually would. I guess the
Yes,
pressure
I
is finally
feel
getting
so.
to
But
them.
that's a really good goal, really good pass. Very good execution overall.
That's a great
That's-
three-man play.
3-man passing play, yep, indeed.
Oh, Spinks also changed to the Octane. No, wait, never mind. That was Res, my bad.
Yeah, Rez did make the card change.
Joxe leaves the possession play for Gerald. Gerald going for a musty, does not have the flip now.
Faking.
Great.
Yeah.
Faking. The casters as well. Joxe trying to give time to his teammates for rotation. Gerald going up in the most awkward spot.
Yeah, that was a really good
Zero
read.
boost and on the backboard. That's very risky. He's not going to be saving this one.
Yeah, not much you can do from there with no boost. Joxy had to cover more angle, I suppose. Because
Yeah, good read by Spinks. 1 goal lead for Team Roar.
Joxy missed the boost, and so he goes back. Now has to defend. Thinks he doesn't get the touch, but Rez centers it. Janel needs to reach first. He does.
Rez
Not
just
sure what Rez
faking
is.
out the entire
Wow.
community.
Wow. Not gonna lie, he faked me as well. I was so confused what he's doing there.
You're the best faker when you're also faking the casters. Not just your teammates, not
Absolutely.
just your enemies, but also the casters. That's a really good placement by
Yeah,
Spinks.
very good placement.
Making it a 2-goal lead says we're still in the game. We're not going to go down easy. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. A 2-goal lead for Team Roar. Trying to make a comeback in this series.
Yep, Roar is stepping it up, and we love to see that. Closer games, hoping the game would go to Champions Field.
Jarl, Joxe, both on the ball. Joxe might go for a pinch here. Never mind. He goes for a slower play. Does not have a lot of boost to work with. Does fake still managed to fake out one of them. Melody. Joxe, look at that. Look at Joxe. Did you see what Joxe did? And Kevin with the amazing demo evade.
Exactly. And there's
Oh,
a chance, and that's a really good execution.
Great plays coming in from Cringe Lords as well. Trying to keep their lead. Alright, actually trying to diminish the lead of Team Roar.
Yep,
One
they're
goal
still 1 goal behind. But there's half the game left, so a lot of time.
Joxe has possession, might go for a double. Good save by Kevin. Spinks looking to pass it. Jarrell with not with the best touch. However, Joxe is going to try to help him out. He does. Spinks already up. That is not going to turn out well. Just that one touch of Jarrell cost him.
Sphinx is
cost him
too
this goal.
fast to the ball than the defense. Melodizer was much further back.
Two-goal lead for Cringe Lords. Spinks decided to fake it,
Oh,
and
he-
that did not turn out well for them. That definitely did not
That's a
turn
great
out
play
well
from
for them.
Joxy. He not just read the fake. He also went for that low 50 to make sure the ball
And
is somewhere there to follow up, but it wasn't even required. Yeah, it's not even a 50, it's 100. The chat says.
quick 13-year-old maths by Spinks right here. 100 is less than 50. Gerald trying to make a possession play here. Wants to relieve some pressure from the early kickoff. All three. Okay. Interesting plays. Spinks bumps out Kevin just to take possession again. Everybody is playing so cautiously. They're not trying to capitalize on anybody's mistake because they fear they're gonna make their own mistakes. Jocks are trying to send a center. That's a double commit coming in from Roar. Sharon.
Gerald centers it dangerously for. Okay, that. Wait, is that in? Oh no, Kevin will make it in time.
Unfortunate.
There was a good demo there, taking out Sphinx, I think.
Definitely. Melody is the last man back. Gerald is back now. Is gonna go for a possession play. Gets one flip reset. Decides to fake out
Great
Kevin. Bro, if you get a flip reset, you hit the flip reset.
Not.
For people like
Gerald
us who
says no.
barely get, or people like us who barely get the resets, we go for the reset.
Absolutely. Because that's the surprise factor in our gameplay, where we do get
Definitely.
the flip.
Exactly. Okay, oh, we actually got it.
We actually got it. And that's a. Oh, it is in, indeed. So it's 4-all with 23 seconds left.
This could be anybody's game now. That is, if Crenshaw take this game, they are gonna be taking this series, and then obviously we're gonna be going to a bracket reset. "17 seconds left."
Do you think
Jocks-
another goal will happen before OT?
I believe we are gonna be going to overtime.
Okay,
Both the teams are too scared to make any kind of play here.
that is
For
true.
cringe lords, it's too much of a risk to, risk series. Yep.
And
that
we
is
are
what
in
happened.
OT.
Spinks gonna get early possession. Get it over two of them. Jarrell, however, last man back, the strongest man back, still gets the save. Rez goes for a flip reset, stopped by Melody. Spinks up with the ball, has a reset.
And
Jarrell
couldn't quite
doesn't
get reset. Yep, he's not going to give him space to do much.
Oh, that's a good clear by Spinks. Jarrell is on the backboard with it. He's not gonna beat Spinks to the second touch. Excuse me.
So Rez will try to follow it up. Now Sphinx moved back, but Kevin hits it up. Now there's space for Melodizer. He doesn't get a touch, but he will follow it up, making sure that there's a big clear.
1 minute
Jarrell-
into overtime, no goal for either of the teams. That might just change now. Oh, what a save. Jarrell. Oh, he did not have the strength. This is anybody's game now. Jarrell. Oh my god, what a save by Rez. I am at a loss of words. This is at the edge of my seat. Spinks might be looking for a double touch here. Fails to get it. Joxe has possession. Looking to make a play. Gets it center. Melody misses the shot. He did not expect Spinks to miss it. Jarrell going up for an early touch. Rez sends it over backboard. Joxe clears
Very
it
good clear
before-
from Joxy. Now Kevin will go for a shot. Now Gerald will clear it, a huge clear. Kevin up, but he gives it back to Gerald. There's a miss. There's a surprising miss.
Jarrell needs to make a strong play here. He does not want to get overshot by Spinks. He does. This is very risky. Melody. Gets it over one of them. However, Joxe does not get the best touch. Jarrell needs a good 50 here. He does get it.
Good
And a lot
follow
of
from
pressure on,
Melody.
a lot of
Joxy will
pressure on
clear it.
Quickrods.
Yep. You can carry on. Yeah, it sees a lot of pressure indeed.
Oh wow. This is such a close game. Why is this such a close game?
Not a great touch, but Joxy will follow it up.
Spinks has a lot of
Still-
touches. This might just be in. Oh, what a save by Melody. What a double
Oh
save by
my
Melody.
god.
Now Spinks. A lot of boost, a lot of time on the ball. Goes up, Melody. Fakes him out. That's a center Joxe, however, is going to be saving that. And that should be a goal
Wait.
for Melody. Melody just needs to put it in. And this is a
And
back.
that is a bracket reset. Oh my god. Entire time Roar keeps the pressure and one clear, and that's an open net for Melody. Sheesh. Got to say that. Love to
That
see
was
these
such
bracket
a
resets.
close game.
The OT was so tight. It was a great defensive performance from Cringe Lords. They were holding it down. Incredible saves coming from Melody. Like I have seen Melody with so many saves, double saves at one point, as you had said.
Yeah, that
Was
was the
absolutely
game-winning moment there. Everybody played so well.
Sphinx is not happy with Melody saving everything.
Yeah, so it is going to be a normal best of 5. Let's go. A bracket reset. Who would have thought?
Yeah, indeed. This is good to see. Especially after LCT's team had to leave because of some disconnect in one of the team members. I was not
Yeah.
confident if there's any competitive team enough against Roar. But
And here they are.
here we are with clear Cringe Lord proving us wrong.
Oh, Kevin has a good shot on net. Melody with an
That's
amazing save. Spinks is going to go
It's
up
too
for it
easy
again.
for Melody at this point.
Oh wow,
Save
look
after
at
save.
Jarrell. Look at Jarrell shutting down Spinks. Rez going for a slow play is gonna turn out extremely well. Melody is not gonna have any of it. Look at him go. Still has so much boost to just take it take it across the field. A bit of a double commit coming in from Joxe.
still-
However, that's just a goal.
That's a miss from Sphinx, I think. Not sure why he completely missed the ball there.
Oh lol.
He just didn't read it. That's really unfortunate to see.
Spinks is just like sad. Why is Melody continuously saving every single one of my shots? Spinks going up, goes for a flip reset. Is not gonna be having a second good touch.
And
Oh
is
wow.
that? Oh my god. Kevin was back there in time. Everything is going to the net. What is happening?
That double save has to be the save of the series. It cannot be
Indeed.
there can't be anything better. In overtime, Jarrell flicks it over Kevin, flicks it too hard rather. Joxe fails to get it center. Scrolling with the ball on the corner. Melody.
Completely bombed up the play. Now Rez has an open net
Oh,
and
wow.
he shoots.
Good demo
good
coming
demo.
in from Spinks. He's like, okay, that's it. Get out. Really
The
good.
bomb
Really
panel
good decision
demo.
by Spinks.
Completely taking out the defense.
A minute and 20 seconds in, one all. Rez, early possession, shut down by Jarrell. That is gonna come down, but not fast enough for Joxe to get a shot on target. Melody on the offensive front, looking for a demo. Spinks evades it with ease. Jarrell, zero boost, still around. Looking for a shot. Joxe is not going to be getting that. That is risky. Okaman is going to be scoring that shot. Joxe should not have gone up for it.
Yup. He was the last man there. He committed a risky shot there and it couldn't quite get it. It's an open net.
1 goal lead. Sharon. Up. Flip reset.
Flipped.
Again. Guys, you get it. You take it. You should take it.
Jarrell is saying no every single time.
Stop it, Cheryl. Oh no. Good save by Melody.
Save and
Straight.
Melody are like neighbors at the moment.
Yeah. Shock say. What a banger.